share the software. Join us now and share the software. Hunters can get piles of money, but they cannot help their neighbors. When we have enough free software and a call, what a call! We'll throw all these dirty license sounds evermore. When we have enough free software and a call, what a call! We'll throw all these dirty license sounds evermore.
I don't know what just happened with the music there. It just like broke for a second right at the end. But hi! How's everybody doing? I literally have no idea why it like clipped right at the end there. I don't know what I did. But sure. Linux. Linux is Linux. Now, I'm going to warn you, okay? Something has happened within the day that people have seen me on the gaming channel. Make a Fansly account. No, I'm not going to do that. Wait, let's see if we can hear the drink crack. There we go. He's gone bold. Yes, I've gone bold. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Australia Linux, exactly. That's how it is. Also, lighting's changed, or not lighting, the way the camera setup has changed as well, so everything looks different. Do you play chess? I have played chess. I'm not good at chess, and that is the reason why I do not play chess. But I have played chess within my existence of life. Here we go. Let me just turn that off. Dazuma haircut. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the picture, right? Do I still have it here? So when I get a haircut, usually what I do is I like, oh no, I closed it. Let me just see if it's in my, it should be in my history. Yes. So, oh, I turned my internet off. Of course, I literally just did that just now. So usually what I do is I will get a picture of a haircut and be like, yo, do this. So here is the picture. How do I use a phone? Can I turn it? Oh no, I've got it disabled, don't I? Give me 1 second. Just let me enable my Zoomer brain. There we go. So, oh, there we go. I showed this picture. Oh, look how grotty my phone looks. I showed this picture. This is the result we get. Basically, I didn't say, like, how long I wanted anything. I was just like, yo, you can set the length, and then this happened, basically. So, it's gonna be like this for a while, at least. Where you finally got a haircut? Yes, I did. And we'll see what happens if I decide to, actually keep a short haircut, or what actually happens. Clean shave when? When I don't look like a 16-year-old. Where can I put this cup? Let's see. If I move this control over there, and we move this book over there, then we can put the cup here. There we go, that works. Or I could clean my desk. That's also an option. Freestyle haircutting. Basically, at least you look better in the picture. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I don't agree with you, but I'll take it as a compliment. I finally beat Bloodbath today. I don't know what that is, but congratulations. So your hair is badly configured. I don't know. Does it look... I'll let you guys decide. Does the hair look bad? Is it an improvement over what we had? Your hair lacks functionality. I guess I can't strangle anyone with it anymore, so yeah, you are right there. What is your guys' assessment? Because I'm still deciding how I actually feel about it. Yent. Don't you mean yesn't? It looks zoomerish. It's very zoomerish. I fully agree with you. Yes. Also, I'm very surprised that it doesn't look shiny in the light. That is very good to see because I do have some wax in there. I got the low shine wax so it would like sit in place. And I'm very happy that low shine actually means low shine and doesn't look absolutely horrendous. Less Amish than before. Well, I guess that's true. His hair is now suckless. Now, if I wanted to be suckless, I'd get a buzz cut. Or like go... Actually, no, clean shaven's much harder to maintain than a buzz cut. Like a buzz cut, you know, you're not really going to struggle keeping a buzz cut be a buzz cut. But like, if you're going for clean shaven, within a couple of days, it's going to stop being clean shaven. Everyone relax, Meeseeks is here. Welcome, El Doctor de Cringe. Luke Smith Luke Smith cut for suckless. Does anyone know what Luke's been doing? He hasn't made a video in a very long time. I got literally no idea. So, okay. I'm not playing any music. I'll fix that. Here we go. Better. Cool. Now, you have to hear my voice the entire time. Okay. So, here's what happened last time. Last time, we were setting up wget. Now, the reason we were setting up wget is because we wanted an easier way to download packages because I'm running a UEFI system. So I need to set up Grub in a slightly different way than what is there in the main setup. So it's in the Beyond Linux from Scratch setup. Now, when I got wget set up off stream, I realized I still don't have DNS set up. Now, we spent maybe 2 hours... yeah, about 2 hours trying to get wget set up. Now, here's the funny thing, right? So, if we go... It's not wget, so it's not that. We didn't waste a bunch of time getting wget set up. So, the DNS problem. So, here? We go to home. Yes, we go to home. DNS is going to stop being an issue very soon. So, once we've got these packages here done... Then there is general network configuration, and that will have DNS set up. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to skip Grub. We're not going to deal with the bootloader. We're not going to deal with the bootloader just yet. We're just going to leave it as is, not installed. We're going to do all of these packages, hopefully get them done today, do the network configuration, go back and do Grub, because we still need to go and download the extra dependencies that Grub has, the EFI and all of that fun stuff. And I don't want to go and, like, manually work out the IP address and do all of that stuff. So we'll come back to Grub and do it then. What package manager for your source-based Linux? Did we establish I was even going to have a package manager? Oh, one other thing. I've also changed over to... You guys aren't going to notice this, but I've also changed over to GPU encoding. So, that should address some of the weird issues I've been getting. Not mainly on... It's been mainly on the gaming channel, but it should address some of the weird streaming issues I was potentially going to have on this channel as well in high CPU demand segments. But... it shouldn't be too much of an issue either way. The GPU isn't really being in use for what we're doing, so me just sticking everything on the GPU right now doesn't really matter. Anyway, yes, we're going to go and deal with packages and go from there. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm not incredibly tired. This is rare for me. My sleep's been horrendous for a very, very long time. And I think I've finally fixed it. I forgot the command to unzip these or untar them was XF? Yes, XF. Cool. So if I sound like I'm, you know, happy to be here and remotely energetic, that's why. And hopefully it comes off in the stream. Also, I didn't mention what I was drinking. I usually do this. Today we're drinking another seltzer because I like seltzers. This is... This is being destroyed by my light. Smirnoff Seltzer Raspberry Rose. Tastes pretty good. Did you install the sleep package IRL? I heard that helps. No, so this is going to sound dumb, but the way that I address my sleep is by not drinking water. So the problem that I've had is I am one of these people that like to drink a lot of water. And I've been drinking water basically up until I go to bed. I wake up a lot during the night. Now, you would think that after all of that time of having bad sleep, I would put 2 and 2 together. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Eventually, I worked it out, though. Now, basically, I don't drink water for the last hour or so before I go to bed, and I sleep the entire night. It's great. It's basically overhydration, exactly. Yeah. I think the Steam Deck will be an indie game device, because AAA game developers will be like, my Steam Deck bad, custom kernel cheat, Linux user cheat, an email is too difficult, as in, getting it set up. Yes. Brodie is overhydrated. True. Well, technically, these are water and vodka, so, like, I guess I'll be fairly hydrated tonight. Once the Steam Deck comes out, we win. I'm still interested to see what happens with the Steam Deck. So I'm getting more. Okay, now since we've been making these videos on the Steam Deck, I've been getting a lot more of the general tech audience watching my channel, especially like for those videos. And God, there is a lot of people. I don't think it's a lot of allowed people. I don't think it's actually a lot of people who think that people are just going to install Windows on the Steam Deck. And I really don't think that's going to happen. Steam Deck for Stream Deck. I really have no idea why Valve named it like that. It's such a stupid name. The Stream Decks existed for years and years. Gunzip. Decompresses gzipped files. GZXE. Wait, Brodie looks weird. Yeah, my hair's short. Uncompress. Decompress compressed files. That makes sense. Zcat. Decompresses the given gzip files to standard output. Yes, this is a Brodie's deepfake. I'm actually a VTuber. This is actually my new VTuber model, and you're witnessing it for firsthand. Windows uses everything will magically work. Everyone on Windows thinks everything will work. Yeah, I think that's true. Steam Decks are good with Linux, performance drop in Windows. We don't know how it's gonna go. I don't think anyone's been allowed to do Windows on it yet. I don't think that's been part of the review sample terms. But we will see, like, literally day one, LTT is going to have a video on how to do Windows on the Steam Deck and then comparing performance. Gamers Nexus will have it. All of the other big tech channels are going to have exactly that. So we're going to know day one how that actually goes. Or maybe day two. Day two so they can do battery tests. Oh, well, no, they would do battery tests before the launch day. So yeah, day one is when we're going to see those results. Guarantee it. Cut your beard, you look handsome. Young, you a new subscriber. I subscribed you after 1 year. Beck Beard, I find your face heavy. Man, my face is heavy. My face is pretty heavy. I do need to get to the gym more. That's true. Z-Force. Forces a .gz extension in all given files that are gzipped. So that gzip will not compress them again. This can be useful when the file names were truncated during a file transfer. Gunzip. Gunzip. I'm gonna... Look, I know someone's gonna be like, but it's actually G-unzip. No, it's Gunzip. I don't care what you have to say. I'm saying right now, Mr. Streamer is saying it is Gunzip. That means it is Gunzip. I am your god. What I say is law. Compile this, compile that. How he compiles some gains. That's true, though. I need to get to the gym more. By more, I mean full stop. Like, more than 0. Okay, IP route. The IP route 2 package contains programs for basic and advanced IPv4 based networking. Your beard looks way better than it did a few months back. Yeah, I shaved it earlier today. It was a bit too long for the hair now, so I cut it back a bit. But yeah, I think it definitely looks better now, for sure. The ARPT program included in this package will not be built since it's dependent on Berkeley DB, which is not installed in LFS. Aha. However, a directory for ARPT and a man page will be installed. Prevent this by running commands below if the ARP binary is needed. Instructions for compiling Berkeley BDDB can be found in the BLFS book at that page there. Okay. tar-xf IP route. What distribution do you use on your host? As in... I don't know why I'm saying as in. The VM is running Arch. My actual system outside the VM is also running Arch. I don't know why I was thinking about it. But yeah, it's Arch all the way. Why Arch? Because I happen to have an Arch VM sitting around from an earlier stream. That is literally the only reason why. There is no other reason why. Do you still use VimWiki for notes? Currently, I do. However... Wait, what the fuck? What? Oh, I must have copied some extra character. Currently, I do. But I'm looking at other things. Why use VM at all? So, LFS requires a being installed onto a partition. I've already ruined this VM. I don't want to ruin my host system. Basically, it's to stop me doing anything really stupid. I'd use a VM so I don't ruin anything. Exactly. That's why. Because we've already done that. It is also necessary to disable building 2 modules that require IP tables. Okay? Take the Muda approach. Stick into the VM because something's gonna break. Or something's gonna be malicious. What is this haircut? It's a good question. What is this haircut? It is new. SS haircut? Thank you. I think it was done by an apprentice, actually. Like, I don't think the guy was actually a full barber or hairdresser, or whatever you want to call him. So, he did a relatively good job. When I first saw it, I didn't like it. As I was walking out, I was like, do I just want to go back in and get a buzz cut because I don't like it? But it did grow on me over today. If desired, install the documentation. It is desired. Cool. So, I first heard gumzip, not gunzip. Why not script things like the petitioning process so you don't mess up your host system? Just feels better to make operating systems on your host system. No. No. The making the petitions is the fine part. The problem is if you have some of the configuration variables set up. For example, there's some stuff we have to do as the LFS user rather than our root user. And there was one situation where I did it as the root user and basically destroyed my entire account system. Basically, I cannot sudo now. Sudo does not work. SU does not work. So, doing it on the VM is a good idea. Yo, Rinaldi, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. CT stat, connection status utility. Gen L, generic netlink utility frontend. IFCFG, a shell script wrapper for the IP command. Note that it requires ARPing and RDisk. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do this to annoy everyone. Every time I see an acronym that can be read as a word, I will do that. Ifstat shows the interface statistics, including... Why does my camera do that? Including the amount transmitted and received packets by interface. IP. The main executor has several different functions. So allows users to look at the state of the device and make changes. Allows users to look at addresses. IP neighbor. Allows users to look at neighbor bindings and their properties. Add new neighbor entries and delete old ones. IP rule allows users to look at the routing policies and change them. Rip code or rip cord? I'm pretty sure you mean rip cord. Rip code. Was there a program called rip code? There probably was a program called rip code. IP tunnel allows users to look at the IP tunnels and their properties and change them. IP matter allows users to look at the multicast addresses and their properties and change them. IP mroute okay, well this is literally just okay, there's nothing of note there. LNstat. Excuse me, it is pronounced Why VirtualBox then? I heard KVM/Vert Manager is much faster. Because. There's your answer. I happen to have VirtualBox installed. That is all. That is the grand reasoning behind using VirtualBox. Am I just going to be getting nothing but hair comments the entire stream? I haven't, but Root Do also relies on Pam. And it's Pam that's broken. You know, what I should do is I should have a... I should not tell people this. Have a shot thing off to the side and just take a shot every time someone complains about it. If I tell you guys are going to try to kill me. But if I make it a secret and just happen to do shots every so often, you'll have no idea. Duos works without Pam, I think? Maybe it does. Bold. No, this is very evidently not bold, but sure. Shot counter. You get hair comments and VirtualBox complaints. True. I should do stream bingo. Yo, stream bingo. Every time someone complains about something stupid, and we'll see if we can mark it off. I know it's gonna happen. We need to work out what goes on the bingo board, though. A component of IP route. This is for flushing the routing tables. No, I'm not. I'm using the web version of Discord, actually. I'm using it inside of 30, but yes, I'm using the web version. Route L, a component of IP... Okay, yeah, thank you. It's a component of IP route. Of course it is. RTMon, route monitoring utilities. Dank Pod's Cashy's song. Scarlet Fire. Great song. Similar to the netcat command, shows active connections. TC, traffic controlling executable. This is for quality of service and a class of service implementations. TC QDisk allows users to set up the queuing discipline. TC class allows users to set up classes based on the queuing discipline scheduling. TC estimator, why are you using GNOME? So I get questions asking me why I'm using GNOME. That's why. Bingo board item, they ask you to stream for 20 hours. Yeah, you know what? It happens every time, doesn't it? Oh, wait. Sorry, no. Oh, right. You mean that song. Okay. Good morning from Germany. Good morning to Germany. How is Germany doing? Why not GNOME? Yes, why are you using GNOME? So it bothers people that ask me why I'm using GNOME. I use it so it annoys people. TC filter allows users to set up the QoS and COS packet filtering. I don't understand you. I'm pretty sure I'm speaking English. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure I am. TC policy allows users to set up the QoS and COS policies. KBD. RM-RF IP route. Bingo board idea, why using GNOME? Yeah, true though. You've been here for like 20 minutes of the stream, you already get it. GNOME is based because it's actually good and everyone complains about it. That's true. It's actually true, though. That's the funny thing. Like, GNOME is unironically a good desktop environment. But people don't like the developers and don't like the, I guess, community built around it. And don't like Ubuntu specifically. And now, GNOME bad. Oh. What did we just... Oh. There's two of them, that's why. Linux Light Hack. If people complain about a thing, that means they're just very passionate about it. So what you're saying is they're just projecting their... Or they're trying to, what's the word? Compensate for their love by reversing into hatred. It's like the gay priest thing. I like your cut, G. Thank you, Kajoma. I like your profile picture. It's very artistic. The why GNOME question will fade away once he stops doing LFS, though. No, I'm going to install GNOME on every single distro I install from now on. Like, whether it's Kiss Linux or... whatever distro I'm using. Like, any distro I use, I'm going to install GNOME on it just because it annoys people. The gay priest thing? What? The thing about how, you know... a lot of churches are really, really against homosexuality, but then there's a incredibly high number of priests who turn out to be gay. There we go. That one. The church who gayness. I dislike all of Linux S environments. GNOME's probably the best one. I hate the one-size-fits-all methodology. That's totally fair, and that's why it's not for everyone. The behavior of the backspace and delete keys is not consistent across the key maps in the KBD package. Nice Tattleman, thank you. The following patch fixes this issue for the i386 key maps. So 32-bit systems use a different key map than 64-bit systems? What? Why? How did that ever happen? I would have thought that would have been independent of your system architecture. Sure, okay. I guess not. After patching the backspace key, generates the character with the code 127, and delete key generates a well-known escape sequence. Remove the redundant resize cons program. It requires the defunct svgalib to provide the video mode files for normal use. Set font size of the console appropriately together with its man page. KDE's bug is funny to me because I rarely have bugs with KDE. They're actually KDE's fault. I have not used KDE extensively, but my understanding is KDE has usability issues. Because it's designed around the way the KDE devs want it to be designed, and it's an open source project. They don't have, $1 million to spend on UX designers, for example. And that's sort of the problem a lot of open source projects get. They're designed around what the developers like, rather than what is actually good. Because, it's in the open source world, the easiest thing to find is programmers. Programmers are easy. No one is complaining about not having programmers for their project. Artists, UX designers, though. Those are the things that everyone struggles with. Yo, fresh trim, Brodie. Thank you, Max. 30 is heavy and bloated. Why are you using this? Because I have 32 gigs of RAM, and I don't care. It has convenient features that I like. Let's see. The meaning of the configure option. Disable Vlock. This option prevents the Vlock utility from being built because it requires the PAM library, which isn't available in the root environment. It isn't available in my entire system, but yes, true. Valve is using KDE Plasma, so hopefully it gets better. I do hope that Valve is putting money into KDE. I feel like if they had, we would have actually heard about that though. So maybe they're not donating upstream. I don't know. I don't want to say anything at this stage. It's entirely possible they are, and they've just not mentioned it. But I haven't heard anything. If anyone has, I would love to know. Wait, what is this note? For some reason, or for some languages, Belarusian. The KBD package doesn't provide a useful key map with these. Oh, right. So this is where all your key map settings come from. Right. Okay. Assumes ISO 8859-5 encoding, and the CPE 1251 key map is normally used. I'm gonna get a new cable for this. For my cam link. It cuts out way too often. I don't know if it's a cable that's faulty or what it is there, but something's weird and it shouldn't be cutting out that much. Yo, thank you for the follow. Dressrosa15. I appreciate it. Where do I get the LFS ISO? Can we move on from that? Go to the LFS website, and you'll find what you need to do. There is no LFS ISO. LTT needs to test your cable. Yeah, they kind of do. I would certainly appreciate that. Granted, this is the cable that came with the cam link, so there might be, like... I don't know. I've had faulty, like, stock cables before. Chvt changes the foreground... Okay, I know what all this stuff is. Yeah. Change the foreground virtual terminal. Dial Osvit. Deallocates unused virtual terminals. Dump keys. Dumps the keyboard translation tables. Thank you for the follow, OP17 Gaming. FG console prints the number of active virtual terminal. Okay, now I just don't know if it should be on YouTube or Twitch. Be wherever you would like. It does not bother me. KBD info obtains the information about the status code of the the status of the console. KBD mode reports or sets the keyboard mode. KBD rate. Yeah, KBD rate. That's how you say it. Keyboard rate. Sets the keyboard repeat and delay rates. Load keys. Loads the keyboard translation tables. Load Unimap. Loads the Unicode to font mapping. OpenVT. Starts a program on a new virtual terminal. Wendell is a legend. True. Wendell is an absolute legend. If you don't watch, like, the level 1 channels, I highly recommend it. Level 1 Linux doesn't get that much content, but, like, both the level 1 channels... Both? Is there more than 2? Level 1 Text and Level 1 Linux are both really good channels. If they have other channels, I don't know about them. PSF add table adds a Unicode character table to a console font. PSF get table extracts the embedded Unicode character table from a console font. PSF strip table removes the embedded Unicode character table from a console font. PSF X table. There's an unused channel, level 1 enterprise, I think. Okay. That's probably why I don't know about it then. Also, because I don't give it... I really just don't give a damn about enterprise software. Or enterprise... Actually, enterprise hardware is kind of fun. Enterprise software, not so much. Opinions on Slackware. My entire knowledge of Slackware is a new version of it came out not too long ago. And Slackware people seem very happy about that. I don't know anything about Slackware. I was thinking of doing a video about it, like when the update came out. I just didn't get around to it. Now it's sort of out of the news cycle. But yeah, new version of Slackware in case anyone happens to use Slackware and didn't already know about it. Try Slackware? If I try Slackware, it's going to be on stream. That's what we're going to do. When I don't like the idea of doing distro reviews, but I do like the idea of doing distro streams. Set font changes the enhanced graphic adapter. Is that what EGA stands for? And video graphics array. That's what, I didn't know what VGA stood for. Okay. Set key codes. Loads a kernel scan code to keycode mapping table entries. This is useful if there are unusual keys on the keyboard. Try plan 9. Sure, why not? So Slackware after LFS. I have no idea how long LFS is going to take, but I've got... you know, I might do Slackware after LFS. I don't know. Like Slackware, Plan 9, Kiss Linux, all of that fun stuff. Bedrock, even like OpenBSD and stuff. Like, that's on my list. It's just, I'll do them at some point. Oh, there's a Slackware guy in here. Of course there is. Set LEDs. Sets the keyboard flags and light-emitting diodes. Set meta mode defines the keyboard meta key handling. Set VUT RGB, VUT URGB, sets the console color map in all virtual terminals. Show console font, shows the current EGA/VGA console screen font. Show key. Oh, I didn't know there was a way to do that for your TTY. That's really useful. Okay. My CS professor is a Plan 9/Inferno evangelist. He won't shut up about it. All of my CS professors were Mac users. I had one guy, my Android development, professor, who was I think he was a Arch guy. Yeah, he was an Arch guy. But everybody else was macOS. Unicode start. Puts the keyboard and console in Unicode mode. Don't use this program unless your keymap file is in the ISO 88959 or 8859-1 encoding. Reverts keyboard and console from Unicode mode. Everyone worships Java in uni. So my university was an interesting one. So we initially were a Java uni. Like, the reason why my uni's a Java uni is because they have very close ties with a couple of the military contractors. So a lot of people from that uni, if they didn't continue working in the uni, ended up going and working for some of those contractors. And they were Java primarily. So, you know, programming, shooting missiles at people with Java. All that fun stuff. Now it's sort of migrated into Python. Because you can always learn a new language afterwards. It's better off going with a language where it's easier to teach the basics. Problem is, my uni still teaches OOP. And teaches OOP in Python. Now, I know you guys might not like OOP. Haircut? No, I'm just, wearing a bold cap and then wearing a wig on top of it. Yeah, yes, it's a haircut. Like, if you want to learn OOP, do it in any object-oriented language besides Python. OOP in Python is the jankiest mess I've ever seen. Why they ever added OOP into the language is beyond me. It shouldn't be there. Yes, Python can do OOP. It's awful. It's the worst OOP system I've ever seen. You'd be better off teaching people OOP in something like C++ even. Like, C++ is a pain in the ass as your first language, but it would be a better time than doing it in Python. Because they want to do Python. So the problem they had before is a lot of the time they were spending refreshing Python rather than actually refreshing whatever language it was, whether it's or teaching the language. So there'd always be like 3 or 4 weeks going over Python and then Java and then C++ and then Swift and C Sharp and whatever other stuff there is. No, Python not capable of OOP is the foundation of it, even types of classes. I know, I'm aware. It shouldn't be exposed to the user, though. Because the way their OOP system works is just disgusting. But yeah, so previously they were spending a lot of time teaching the language and not teaching the concepts they want to teach. So if it's like an OOP course or a data structures course or an AI course or anything like that, they're spending a lot of time teaching the language rather than teaching you the concepts. So now they're focusing just on Python, they can spend more time on the concepts. The problem is they picked Python in a university that teaches object-oriented programming. Don't do that. Just don't. OOP in JavaScript is mostly wasted engine space. They actually have added some convenience features to it now. JavaScript is a very interesting language because when we say learning JavaScript, that can mean like 10 different things. Do we mean learning ES5, ES6? Is ES7 a thing now? I have no idea. Do we mean learning Firefox JavaScript? Do we mean Chromium JavaScript? Do we mean learning a JavaScript framework? Because that makes dealing with JavaScript much easier. Like, what do we actually mean when we say learning JavaScript? JavaScript is a disgusting language. Python's good for high-level stuff like maths and machine learning, but not for programming itself. Yeah, I am so behind on JavaScript. Is ES14 actually a thing? I literally remember like a couple of years ago doing ES6 stuff and ES6 being like the top thing. How are we at ES14? How is that a thing? Sure, okay. I think they just use the year at the end now, so like ES 2020. Nobody even knows how it's even named. Someone's saying ES 14, someone's saying ES 2022, someone's saying ES 11. So there's just different names, and nobody has any idea what's going on. That sounds a lot like JavaScript, to be honest. Programming standard was a mistake. I'm fine with programming standards. I just have an issue with JavaScript, a thing that was knocked up in like a week, I believe. I want to say it was knocked up in a week. And that's now the standard of the web. This lib pipeline, this library is used to safely construct pipelines between sub-processes. They're also ES modules, they're very annoying. I wish I could find it. There's a really great article. It's from like 4 years ago, so it's really, really out of date for the, for like the modern standards of web development, but it really explains why web development is really dumb. So there's this guy, basically it's a conversation between two people. So there's one guy who, you guys might know the article if I describe it. So there's one guy who, he used to be a web developer back in the earlier days of where everyone was just using jQuery. So he was a web developer during the jQuery days. He's come back into web development, and he's asking his friend who is a modern web developer, like, hey, what do I need to know to get up to scratch with web development? Like, what do I actually need to be a modern web dev? And he's like, okay, so firstly you need to know about NPM. If I knew what the article was called, I would love to link it. If I can find it, I will send it to you guys, because it's amazing. So it's like, okay, firstly you need to know about NPM, and now you need to decide on which version of ECMAScript you're going to be using. And the dev is like, what's ECMAScript? Well, ECMAScript is the standardized version of JavaScript that makes JavaScript considerably easier to work with. But not every browser supports every version of ECMAScript, so sometimes you might want to go with an older version like ECMAScript 5, which is usually shortened down to ES5. Then you have to decide, okay, well, you can't really use jQuery anymore because jQuery, that's old tech. So instead of using jQuery, now we're going to be using something like React. But then you have to decide, okay, what is your backend going to be built from? Is your backend going to be a JavaScript backend? Is it going to be a PHP backend? Is it going to be... what are we going to be using? Because we're building the entire front end in JavaScript, why don't we use the back end with Node? That makes sense. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And it just sort of, it's an absolute gibberish. Like, if you don't know anything about web dev, but it explains all of the problem that web dev has. Basically, web dev moves way too quickly, and nobody can keep up with it. If you leave web dev for like 6 months, you cannot, like... you are so far behind on where that industry is. But the problem is the state of the industry and the state of the projects are two entirely different things. So while like the online web devs are going to talk about all of this fun stuff, what the corporations are using is completely different. Like, there's so many corporate websites out there that are built on Bootstrap and jQuery, and they're never going to be built on anything besides Bootstrap and jQuery. I love when I see a Bootstrap website, because you can see in an instant that it is Bootstrap. And it's genuinely, like, it's beautiful when you see it. Like, once you've seen enough Bootstrap, you recognize Bootstrap at an instant. This is why we have JS compilers. Oh yeah, we also have to consider, like, what version of JavaScript are we going to be using? Are we going to use JavaScript, TypeScript, or a different version of JavaScript? Like, what are we going to use? Oh yeah, then there's the whole CSS side as well, where you have, like, SCSS, what is it, CSS3? Is that the latest version? I don't even know. This is how out of date I am. But then, like, SCSS, and is the other one Sass? Like, they're the same thing. They're just a slightly different syntax. Yeah, although all these CSS frameworks have their look, and you can spot them instantly when you know it. I think Material's a bit harder to spot, like Google's framework, but Bootstrap just has a certain look to it, where the second you see a button, you're like, this is Bootstrap. It can't be anything besides Bootstrap. CSS3 will forever be the current version as it gets extended infinitely now. Oh yeah, post CSS as well, that's a thing. Hey, look, a bot. Block. The JS ecosystem, the JS ecosystem is so massive and moving so fast right now. Hopefully get a little less crazy once people start compiling other languages. Oh yeah, there's also the problem of WebAssembly. There's that whole issue as well that I didn't even touch on yet. Like, if we're going to build a performant app on the front end, I guess we're building in WebAssembly now. But you're not going to write WebAssembly by hand. You're going to go and compile it from something like C# or C++ or whatever language you want to use. The only level of JavaScript that I'm willing to do at this point is Snapchat filter development. Because if you don't know, Snapchat filters are made in JavaScript, but it's a stable JavaScript API. It's not like it's not like keeping up with web stuff. It's like we're just using JavaScript because why the hell not? We're just gonna pick a language, and it's great. Most WebAssembly is compiled from Rust. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Also, because Rust is like the cool language that everyone uses now. Telegram and Discord bots are JS2, aren't they? I think there's Python bindings for Discord as well. Anyways, I'm trying to avoid JavaScript at front end whenever possible. Yeah, good luck with that one. Rust is like Python, but 5 years ago. Almost everything can be done via regular CSS and HTML. That's actually more true than I would like to admit. Like, there's a lot of stuff that everyone used to do with JavaScript that now is just a part of the HTML standard. Like HTML video players. Like, that used to be a JavaScript thing. And it used to be a Flash thing before that. I like your cut, G. Thank you, Zay. I like your dog. Or the picture of a dog. Wherever you got the dog, it's a cute dog. Patch. We know what Patch does. Just join the stream. What happened to your hair? I burnt it. I lit a match, like, next to my head and lit it on fire. And then I managed to, like, get it in a perfect haircut like you'd see in anime. You know how, like, you know, in a series, they'll, like, grab a knife or something, slice off their hair, and it's, like, in a perfect cut. Flash video players were dark times indeed. No, I liked Flash video players. What I didn't like were Flash websites. Because there were a lot of times when I did research as a kid, and the way I like to do research is copy stuff into a document and, like, take notes. But if it was a Flash site, you couldn't copy from it. Because Flash didn't support copying. Like, it didn't even support highlighting. It was like it was basically like a Flash. Yeah, it was like a Flash game effectively. It worked the same way. The tar package provides the ability to create tar archives as well as perform various other kinds of archive manipulation. Tar can be used on previously created archives or to extract files, to store additional files, or to update or list files which were previously stored. tar-xf tar. How many do we have left from here? Oh, Flash website, even worse than bloated websites. Oh yeah, anyone who complains about bloated JavaScript websites, go back, what, 10 years? Go back 10 years when there were Flash websites. We're in, like, maybe privacy is way worse, but if we want to talk about performance, go back to Flash sites, and then you can whine about performance. Force unsafe configure 1. This forces the test for make node, mk node, to be run as root. It is generally considered dangerous to run this test as the root user, but as it is being run on a system that has only been partially built, overriding is okay. No, you know what's worse than Flash? What were they called? Java... What were they? Java... What were Java web apps called? Java... What were they called? What the hell? Applets? No, it wasn't Was it... I think it was before applets. What were they called? It might have been applets. Okay, yeah, you might be right. But yeah, no, Java web apps. Java web apps were a thing at one point. It was a much scarier time. I feel like it was something different, but whatever. I think there was a name for them. RuneScape is exempt from my hatred of Java applets. Yeah, that's fair. I want to say it was a Java pun. Oh my god, JavaFX is the worst GUI framework on the planet. I did an entire semester that was based around JavaFX. Is it JSP? I don't know. I can't remember what it was. All I know is Java is something I don't want to have on the web. Grub is bloated, use systemd boot instead. I have no idea why the systemd setup doesn't use systemd boot. I'm actually not sure. It's that really surprises me. Systemd, because we literally compile systemd. I have no idea why we don't use systemd boot then. I'm sure there's a reason why it's like that. Because Linux is Frankenstein. True. So if you had the power to delete something from existence, Java would be it. It's high up on the list. Certainly high up there. Hey, Jayhon Watson, 22. No, because of Java games. Yeah, I don't want to lose Minecraft and RuneScape. Those are the two Java apps I'm willing to have exist. Wait, how long does it take to run with tests? It doesn't say. We'll see. Why do you play the same background music in a loop? Because I like the song and it's calming. Basically is it. Linux isn't Frankenstein. Linus would be Frankenstein. Linux would be his monster. True. Yes. Delicious. VBS? Actually, you know what? You're onto something. Modern Visual Basic is disgusting. That's actually... Yeah, no, you are... Like, anything related to Modern Visual Basic is disgusting. I fully agree. Linux has become the monster of many Frankensteins over time. Oh god, no? Oh god, yes. Oh. And now we wait. Does anyone use Visual Basic these days? Banks. They don't use it for their actual software, but a lot of banks make use of Visual Basic to do scripting for their various utilities. Also, Visual Basic is how you... is it VBS? VBA? One of the one of the visual basic family languages that you use to write macros in Excel and Word and all of that stuff. Malware uses VBS too, yes. Yes, because Windows is very happy to run it. Someone here will know which visual basic language family is used in that situation. COBOL Man. VBS is Visual Basic Script. VBA is for macros. Thank you. There is my answer. I believe right now we're running the... Are we running the tests? I think we're running the tests. Send the cursed doc file. Some bank backends use COBOL. No, it's not some. It's a lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them run on very old mainframes that haven't been updated in a very long time. This is why a lot of banks out there, a lot of banks out there, you can't have more than like an 8-character password. Because the system that's running on the back end will not support it. Is ArchWiki still squished? Yes, they're never going to fix it. Hey, but at least we got a update about the Arch Linux C toolchain. So now we know that is going to be addressed. It's just a matter of when it is going to be addressed. I might learn COBOL so I can find a highly specialized job at a bank and make big bucks. Yeah, the whole, like... COBOL is not something I would ever encourage anyone to learn. Because the job market for COBOL is really, 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 really small. However, everyone who knows COBOL is dying. So... someone out there's gotta work those jobs. One failed unexpectedly. One test, capabilities binary store slash restore is known to fail if it is run. Okay, cool. LFS lacks SE Linux, but will be skipped if the host kernel does not support extended attributes. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was running the test suite, not the, not compiling. Emoji and password crashes banking system meme is real. Sadly, in some cases, yes. Brodie, mate, did your mum come home and give the old school bowl cut? Because I've not seen a worse haircut in my life. You know, I'm not going to take that from, someone who has a Minecraft profile picture. I'm not going to take that from someone who is probably literally half my age. Let's see. Next up. RF tar dash that one. Cool. Is there an install script for LFS, I wonder? Yes, but that sort of defeats the point. Like, I don't have one, but I'm sure that someone's made one. Tar dash XF text info. How old am I? I am 23. Yeah, I'm 23. 24 in a few months. In a few short months. I think it's a Saturday on my birthday this year, so I'll probably end up streaming that day. I've seen worse haircuts. Oh, I've seen much worse. Brodie handing out L's. Mate, someone's got to take the L's from me. Banks have terrible user security because it's cheaper for them to cover it if someone brute forces than it is to remake their system from scratch. Well, the way that a lot of banks deal with shitty security is they'll have shitty security and then force you to call them if you mess up your password too much. So rather than fixing security, it's like, oh, we have eight character passwords. Just call us when everything breaks. Is your birthday April 9th or 10th? It is April 9th. But I guess for the Americans, it'll be April 10th. No, 8th. Yeah, I'm in front of the Americans. Yes. So it'll be April 8th for the Americans. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. Rumble Tum Jum. Rumble Tum Jum. Rumble Tum Jum. Touche, but doesn't stop the hipster vibe you got going. That's true. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. What happened to Gold and Silver? Like the Pokemon games? There's Brian Lunduke's mate. Wait, have I told... I'm sure I've told you guys to go follow Brian Lunduke. Brian Lunduke's Twitter is the greatest Twitter on the planet. Because the dude is a crazy... He's gone insane over the past couple of years. Thank you for the follow, Nazmol Wanted. I had an argument with him about NFTs, because Lunduke's become an NFT guy. He's an NFT shill. Also, the writer of Boiling Steam is an NFT shill as well. I'm waiting for, like, Richard Stallman to come out and be like, NFTs are the way that are the future or something stupid. I like Lunduke. I do like Lunduke. He's the reason I initially got into Linux, but I don't agree with him on NFTs. I have a friend that lives in Australia, me in the US, they're 18 hours ahead of me. Jesus Christ. Wait, you're in the US? What the hell time is it? Thank you for the follow, Decatur1. The nightmare never ends. The nightmare never ends. I did hear about DistroToot ending. Anyone who hasn't heard the news, if you're using DistroToot, DT is shutting it down, I believe, in like 3 days from now. So make sure you migrate off of DistroToot if you don't want to lose all of your followers and all of that fun stuff. NFTs, non-fluffable tails. I agree with that. It's 5:30 a.m. on the East Coast, 4:32 a.m. for me, 2:30 a.m. So I guess you guys just don't like sleep. Okay, that's fair. We have someone here who uses 24-hour time. Good. 16:32 p.m. Wait, what is that? Puts you in 16:32. So that's GMT plus 8. What's GMT plus 8? GMT plus 8. Okay, there's a lot of countries with GMT plus 8. GMT plus 8. No, not minus 8. I literally said plus 8. Show me plus 8. AWST, Brunei time, Malaysia, Philippine. I'm gonna guess you're in the Philippines. That's gonna be my guess, because I have a disproportionate number of people who watch me from the Philippines, and I don't know why. But it's cool. That the Philippines is cool. Das get to Pikachu. Thank you for the follow. It was... Wait, did I read it wrong? Ha! I did read it wrong, didn't I? I did. Wait, no, I didn't. That's 6:32. What am I saying? Yeah, 6:32. No, I didn't read it wrong. Make check. Yeah. Did we run the make check? Yeah, we did run it, didn't we? I'm guessing I'm charging Malaysia. Yeah, I did run that, didn't I? Well, it's fine. We're gonna run it again. Usually Aussie streamers get a lot of Philippines. I don't know why. I guess it's good time for the Philippines. Like, it's a good time for Philippines, Malaysia, all of that area, because it is a fairly similar time zone to Australia. It's also a very good time for Singapore. I believe Singapore's even closer. Yeah, Singapore's even closer than Philippines is. I want to say Singapore's an hour. Yeah, I'm not forgetting Singapore. What hardware are you running these compilers on? I'm running it in a VM, but I'm running it on a 3600X. Vim is next. Vim is definitely next, yes. This is true. Singapore... Is Singapore plus 8? I thought that Singapore was closer. Okay, ignore me. Singapore's the same as Philippines, then. I could have sworn it was closer. Wait, no. No. when I talked to someone from the Philippines, it wasn't daylight saving time. That's why it was closer. Yes. The info documentation system uses a plain text file to hold its list of menu entries. The file is located at /user/share/info/dir. No one likes daylight savings. True, though. No, daylight savings is fine. I hate when we swap back from daylight savings. Losing an hour is not good. I don't like that. Because then I wake up and I'm like, why the hell am I so tired? Unfortunately, due to occasional problems in the make files of various packages, it can sometimes get out of sync with the info pages. Who cares if it's out of sync with the info pages? No one uses info pages. If the /user/share/info/dir file ever needs to be recreated, the following optional commands will accomplish the task. We'll just run this now. No need to compile an editor, just use ed from core utils. Ed. Ed's not in core utils. Yeah, we installed core utils ages ago. Used to read info page. Yeah, no one cares about info pages. Converts pod to text info. New solution abandoned DST. Make all days 28-hour long by slowing down the Earth's rotation. Outlaw using paid labor for the same employer for more than 6 hours a day. You know, I was on board with you up until the outlaw paid labor. And the slowing the Earth's rotation down. That seems a bit difficult. Just make the Earth flat, yeah. What do you mean, wait? What do you mean make the Earth flat? How do you make it flat if it's already flat? Translate text info source documentation to various other formats. Text to DVI. Well, these are all pretty straightforward. It's hollow. It can be flat and hollow. Like, it can be a donut. It can be like it can be a 2D donut. Yes. It might be in core utils on the distro you're using. Do we have a total hours spent on LFS counter? No, but you can go and look at my previous streams and do some maths. I want to say it's getting close to like 33 hours. I want to say. I could be overshooting it or undershooting it, but it's around 33 hours, I want to say. If you prefer another editor such as Emacs, Joe, or Nano. What the hell is Joe? Does anyone know what Joe is? The Earth is a snap. God, I hope not. Joe Mama. True, though. tar-xf vim. Joe's own editor. Oh, it's a recursive acronym. Oh, that's fancy. I always like those. CD into Vim. Joe's an old editor. I got that much. Compromise. The moon is hollow and there is an alien computer in it. What do you mean that's just a plot of Fate Extra for PlayStation Portable? Wait, is it actually the plot? Is our universe just a Linux distro? Well, it could be if we're living in a simulation. And you know what? I have no evidence that simulation theory is not correct, so it very well could be. Doesn't Elon believe in simulation theory? Thank you for the follow. Vilp Auto? Is that what this is? I should change that color so I can actually see it. Bell Zero is around 25 to 26 hours currently. Wow. That is a lot of time wasted. Make. The computers which simulate us may run Arch Linux. They might. The computers which simulate... Oh, you just said it again. Compile NeoVim instead of Vim. But we're compiling Vim. I could do that, but I'm not going to. We'll do it like 40 hours from now when doing Beyond LFS. I think Elon said it's unlikely we'd be able to prove simulation theory. That sounds like something Elon would say, actually. Actually, there was a really funny thing that happened with Tesla here. So, Tesla Australia, so like the Australian branch of Tesla, they provided numbers to the Australian Car Sale Association. I don't know what. They're an association that gives out awards to the different car companies based on the number of sales they have. Now, the most sold car in the entire Australian history, and honestly for most countries, is the Toyota Corolla. I want to say 1998. But I could be mistaken on the year. But I do know the Toyota Corolla is the most sold car in Australia. Like, in Australian history. Now, Tesla sent numbers for their Model 3 sales to the association, but they sent the wrong numbers. They didn't send the current year's sales. What they actually did was they sent the current year plus the previous year's sales. So it looked like the Model 3 had become the most selling car in Australia, which was absolute nonsense and was a straight up lie. Are you listening to the podcast? Ah, okay, good. Yeah, I talked about on... I think it's the episode that came out a couple of days ago. 2 days ago, yes. Elon is not even a science. Why care hear him? Because he's an engineer. What do you mean he's not a scientist? Like, that has nothing to do with his job. He is an engineer. Luke Smith is back. He even got... Wait, did he upload a video? No way. Or did he, like, make a blog post? Luke Smith, let's see. Oh, wow, he streamed yesterday. Oh, wow, his stream still looks just as disgusting as it's always looked. You would think a man that has, what, 137k subs would be able to afford a better camera than this. Oi. Like, let's see. Like, how do you even make a C920 look this bad? Because that's what he's using. I don't know. You're not a sub to Luke? No, I am. I don't actually know how you make this camera look so bad. Oh, wait. Is he still using his FFmpeg setup? Oh, he's still streaming with FFmpeg, isn't he? His audio is terribly out of sync. Yeah, he's still using his FFmpeg setup that everyone told him didn't work. Oh my god. I didn't think that would actually happen. The first time he did it, everyone was like, Luke, this is bad. Stop it. He doesn't have notifications on. Of course he doesn't, because he's using... No, he didn't use OBS. There's no way he used OBS if it looks that bad. Was he streaming it at 200 kilobits? Like, what? How was he using OBS? The desync was some other reason. Maybe in his microphone settings. Because I can do this right now. Okay, I'll show you. If I go into my properties, advanced audio properties. I can do this. And now my audio should be desynced. Is it desynced? If it's not, that completely defeats my point. It should be. I put in a 200 millisecond delay. Okay, it is broken. Good. Like, maybe he actually did that just to make his setup look worse than it actually is. Yes, slightly desynced. It should have been way more. I put in 200, but whatever. No, I fixed it now. You should do another video on XPLR. I've pretty much switched to it. Pac-Man FM-QT as a backup. Set it to 10 seconds. Okay, I'll do that. Advanced audio properties. Here we go. 10,000. There we go. Now there should be a delay here. It was so bad that it eventually had a 30-second desync. Jesus. There we go. Maybe he made his stream worse to talk shit on Elon and Starlink. Or what do you call Soylink? Oh my god. I love Luke. I genuinely adore, like, the sort of weird cultish mentality around Luke. It's actually really cute. XPLR is just Midnight Commander. XPLR was really good when I did a video on it. Is it back to normal now, or is it just broken the entire stream at this point? Now this is like a Luke Smith stream? No, there's too much light. There's way too much light for that. I can... Maybe not enough light. Yeah, no, we need more light. Okay, I'll make it like a Luke stream. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's as much light as we can do there. So if we do this, okay, I'll make it more Lukey. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's better. Maybe that's too much. That's good. Yeah, okay, there we go. Have you had a haircut by any chance? Actually, you can see the haircut much better now. Yeah, now that you can't see anything else. I'm gonna fix this, because this is actually disgusting. Here we go. Back to 40%. And there we go. I'm still really bright. And fix the ISO. There we go. Much better. I've watched many Outlaw vids. Is he really just a Luke clone? Absolutely not. No. Kenny makes really good videos. I highly suggest watching Mental Outlaw. If you don't watch Mental Outlaw, it is worth your time to go and do so. He's much closer to... I would say he's a lot closer to Mudaha. He's like Mudaha with more shit posting, basically. More shit posting and more Pepes. The test suite outputs a lot of binary data to the screen. This can cause issues with the settings of the current terminal. The problem can be avoided by redirecting the output to a log file as shown above. A successful test will result in the words all done in log file at completion. We should probably look at the log file, shouldn't we? vim-test-log. -log? .log. I like Kenny's art. Wait, Kenny has archery videos? I didn't know Kenny had archery videos. That's really cool, actually. Mental Aura is very opinionated, but his opinions are based. I think someone who's opinionated is a good thing if they are being honest with their opinions. I think you can really tell when someone is just putting out the opinions that people want to hear, as opposed to the opinions that they actually believe. I know Kenny has cooking videos. People have asked me to do my own cooking videos because of that. I used Vi the other day, I almost died. Vi is not a good editor. Many users are used to using Vi instead of Vim. No, they're not. No one is used to using Vi instead of Vim. To allow execution of Vim, when users habitually enter Vi, create... Okay, we're making it so we don't have to use Vi. If Kenny has... No, I want to do archery videos, man. I would love to learn archery. Like, archery sounds like a lot of fun, actually. By default, Vim's documentation is installed in /user/share/vim. Hunt emu video when? I don't think we can hunt emus, but kangaroo hunting is a different question. Kangaroos need to be hunted. Kangaroos are basically the deer of Australia. If we don't hunt them, then there are too many of them. Grats on haircut. Well, I hope you find a shirt, but thank you. I appreciate it. The following sim link allows the documentation to be accessed via /use/share/doc/vim dot whatever that is. Are kangaroos tasty? Kangaroos are very tasty. They are very easy to screw up the way you cook them, though. Kenny uploaded an archery video recently. I didn't see it. I will have to go and check that out. If an X Windows system is going to be installed in the LFS system, it may be necessary to recompile Vim after installing X. Oh, because it comes with a GUI version. No one cares about the GUI version of Vim. No one cares about that. That's not a real thing. By default, Vim runs in Vi incompatible mode. This may be new to users who have used other editors in the past. The no compatible setting is included below to highlight the fact that a new behavior is being used. It also reminds those who would change to compatible mode that it would be the first setting in the configuration file. This is necessary because it changes other settings, and overrides must come after the setting. Create a default Vim configuration by running the following. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. X11 crap, Wayland good. What if I told you they were both basically funded by Red Hat? Have you ever punched a kangaroo before? No, I'm sitting here on stream, so I'm not dead. There is GUI Vim. Yes, there is. We need a kangaroo hunting plus cooking video. You know? Look, maybe it'll have to happen. The set no compatible setting makes Vim behave in a more useful way. The default. Well, this is an absolutely great description. The set no compatible setting makes Vim behave in a more useful way, the default, than the Vi compatible manner. Basically, Vi isn't useful, is the takeaway here. GVim or VS Code with Vim plugin? I would have to say VS Code with Vim plugin. Neo Vim plugin, to be specific. Not the other Vim plugin. Remove the no to keep the old Vi behavior. I don't want to do that. The set backspace to setting allows backspacing over line breaks, auto indents, and the start of an insert. The syntax on parameter enables Vim syntax highlighting, which is questionable at best. The set mouse equals setting enables proper pacing of text with the mouse. Yep. Finally, the if statement with the set background equals dark setting corrects Vim's guess about the background color of some terminal emulators. This gives the highlighting a better color scheme for use in the black background of these programs. Documentation for the available things can be found by running this one. But the Neo Vim, but NVim is so good that you don't need VS Code. I think that's fair. I thought Australian love kangaroo, not eat them. Mate, do you know how much dog food we have that's made of kangaroo? Like, there is so much of it. It's effectively the default in many cases. Like, it's easy to get beef. It's very easy to get kangaroo as well. Imagine if we have English teacher writing these docs. I am an English teacher. Yes. Here you go. EX comes with Vim. RView LS is. I read this. I thought that was an L. I'm not actually a teacher. I lied to you. Teach me some English, senpai. No. RView is a restricted version of View. No shell commands can be started in, and View cannot be suspended. RVim, a restricted. I'd never know about RVim. Vi linked to Vim, good. View starts Vim in read-only mode. Huh. Vim is the editor. I actually didn't know kangaroos were edible. They're a mammal. There's not many mammals that aren't edible. I'm including people. Why don't you use wild camels instead? I actually have no idea. I don't know why... Because camels were an introduced species. I actually don't know what the reason for that one is. If someone happens to know any Australian lore about that, I would love to know. I would assume that would make sense, but maybe he would just feel weird about eating camels. Can we eat platypus? I'm pretty sure platypus are endangered. Vim Tudor, my favorite. We eat camels in Arabia. Makes sense. I don't know why we don't eat why we don't eat them here. Technically, everything is edible. Have you tried eating a poisonous frog? I would avoid against it. I would avoid against it? I would recommend against it. That one. That's what I actually meant to say. I know what I'm saying. No one else does. Markup safe. I have eat some snake. What sort of snake? Brodie, do a Vim Tutor gameplay. I did one months back, actually. Is this one a capitalized one? It is capitalized. Cool. I don't know how long ago. I want to say like 6 months or a year ago. Can we change the background music a little? We can. Wait, here, we can put cancel culture on. There we go, cancel culture. Platypus are poisonous. Please don't eat Pepe. What sort of frog would Pepe be? Like a green tree frog? You would avoid, recommend, advise against. Exactly, yes. No one said I was good at English. I just said I knew English. Usually Wes term. I think I planned to do a video on Wes term and never got around to it. So what is this? Markup saves a Python module that implements XML, HTML, XHTML markup safe string. Huh. What else do I have in this list, actually? TOS? That might work as the background music. Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake. Ginger 2. Ginger 2 is a Python module that implements a simple Pythonic template lounge. Template lounge. Has anyone exposed SMB ports of the internet before? Should I play Lost Ark? I know it's Korean MMO, and most of those suck. If you want to know if you should play Lost Ark, what you should do is go to Asmongold's channel and watch him play the first 2.5 hours of the game. And then decide if you want to play Lost Ark. You're not playing it under Linux, though, because it is a EAC game, and they didn't enable EAC support on Linux. At least I don't think so. I will go and check now. I would be very surprised if they did. Lost Ark. And it is very balked. It is very, very balked because of EAC. Wait! Hold up! Hold up! Wait, what? Devs said they will patch it in the future. Lost Ark EAC Linux. Did they actually say that? I can't find them saying anything. By the way, markup. Thank you, yes. Oh, I forgot the options. Did they actually respond? Please, community managers. Did a community manager actually respond here? Let's have a look. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, okay, here we go. I found something. Okay. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked by Weeb Games. Welcome to Lost Ark Forums. First of all, I hope you're doing well. Now, regarding your question, the problem right now is the Steam Deck is not yet released. It has a release date for February. Also, the game has not been released either, so this was prior to the game's release date. At the moment, the information that exists is that it will only be exclusive to PCs, as will be handled in its foreign versions. If it is considered to introduce the Steam Deck aside, what the hell does that mean? If it is considered to introduce the Steam Deck aside, we need to wait for an official announcement from the developers, since although the Steam Deck allows you to play... Okay, that's not helpful. You didn't say anything there. We don't know about that, first of all, because the game and Steam Deck are... Why are you community manager if you don't have contact with the developers? That is the most useless community manager I've ever seen. Why would you be a community manager if you don't have contact with the developers? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I'll have a look at it off stream, see if I can find anything about it. Because Dev don't know how to talk? Maybe that's true. Here we go, and run this one. I would love to play Lost Ark. Like, I'm really happy with 14 right now, but I would love to at least try out Lost Ark and see if it's good. Hi, Brodie, what? Hi, April, what? What are you talking about, mate? Yo, it's the system... Okay. System D takes hardly any time to compile. What? I was expecting this to say, like, 30, and we'd be compiling this for the next hour. What? Surely something's got to take a while to compile, a while to run, like maybe the test suite or something. Is System D not actually bloated? Have I been lied to? Will you try to daily drive the SteamOS? I will do a stream on SteamOS to see what it's like. What the heck? Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know about this this SBU thing, so SBU basically is a generic build unit. So this is taking how long it takes to compile the application and then converting it into a generic unit. So in my case, one SBU takes about 2 minutes. So if we say something is 10 SBU, this is saying that it takes 10 minutes, it takes 20 minutes on my system, a standard build unit. But then if I was to put it on, say, like an old ThinkPad, maybe one SBU is 5 minutes. Basically, it's a way to say how long it's going to compile. It's going to take to compile without, you know, giving explicit numbers. It allows you to extrapolate the numbers for your system, which I think is useful. System D249 .tar. Hold up, you compiled glibc in 2 minutes. Did I? Is that a thing that happened? I'll take your word for it. Okay, run the patch. Do you use Neomart? Which email client do you use? I use Thunderbird. The bird of thunder. 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 That's as much AC/DC as you're gonna get from me. How have they defined one SBU in the first place? They compiled the application and then did some maths with the numbers and then went from there. I don't remember the exact logic behind the calculation. DMC incoming. Yeah, that's why we're not going to sing any more AC/DC. I like System D. I don't hate it. What's your Thunderbird workflow? I want to switch, but I heard the defaults are awful. I open Thunderbird. I go to my emails. I click the emails I want to read. I delete the emails I don't, and then I close Thunderbird. I don't have an email workflow. Build type release. This switch overrides the default build type debug. Default DNS sec. This switch turns off the experimental DNS sec support. Mention Nintendo, they will raid you. Man, mention Nintendo emulation. One little bit of hair just sticking out of place. There we go. D first boot. D first boot. First boot your D. Oi, get back in place, mate. Kirby car. Do you use near... I literally just said I used Thunderbird like 3 minutes ago. The idea that a NIT system can be loaded is kind of stupid. Well, it's... In the case of System D, I think it's a general misunderstanding of what System D is. System D is not an init system, it's a replacement for a lot of your system components. If you're only using the init system from it, sure, yeah, it's bloated. This switch prevents installation of the compiled tests. This switch prevents installation of System D unit files that the LD config at boot, which is not useful for source distribution such as LFS, and makes the boot time longer. Kirby car. The hell is Kirby car? This switch prevents installation of System D services responsible for setting up the Etsy group and Etsy password files. DRPMMA cross... What the hell is that option? This switch disables installation of RPM macros for use with System D because LFS does not use RPM. Why is there a specific option in here for RPM? What? Do you host anything at home? I don't... Okay. I would love to have a server as like a separate thing. That would be great for videos. Right now, I have so little space that I don't. But when I get to the new place, I would love to. I will have extra space. I will be able to do shit wherever I want. And when that happens, maybe we'll see some fun stuff happen. And maybe I'll like, I don't know, like a network a server built on like a Raspberry Pi or something. I don't know. I'm planning to buy a new router with IDS IP. Don't ask me that one. Chat, you guys can handle that one. I have no idea about networking. I have my old laptop as a server. Yeah, that's fair. Hope no weird. No, it would be a local server. I'm not doing like external server stuff, like home storage, home backup stuff. That fun stuff. I'm not hosting my my website from my house. That's stupid. Do a house tour in your new place. That's the plan. I am going to milk the new place for content. Are Aussie ISPs as bad as I hear? If their name is Telstra, Vodafone, Optus, iiNet, most of the ISPs, then yes. If their name is Aussie Broadband or Mate, or Internode, they're pretty good actually. They obviously have to work around the shitty Australian system where everything is just nonsensically expensive. Wait, do you live near Hardware Unboxed? Does Hardware Unboxed live in Australia? If the answer's no, then no. I have a 2009 PC that I used to host shit. Look, that's probably, like, better than you could buy right now anyway. I hope Mary is not going to get you when you accidentally dox yourself. I never doxed myself. I don't know what you're talking about. That was a really shitty web service. VPS host. System D is bloated like saying Emacs is bloated. It's only bloated if you use the init system / text editor respectively. Which note-taking software do you use? How do you sync? I use VimWiki, and I put it on GitHub when I remember to. Out of curiosity, where'd the whole systemd bloat meme come from originally? From people running systemd and then only using one component of it and then complaining it's bloat. It's a while, but have the Aussie landline ISPs abandoned their bandwidth quotas? Yeah, bandwidth quotas don't really exist anymore. They do exist with satellite, but that's totally fair. I can understand why satellite has bandwidth caps. But I haven't had a bandwidth cap on a landline connection for like 10 years, maybe? Yeah, I think about 10 years since I last had a bandwidth cap. Did you see Gidea's federation capabilities? It looks promising to move away from GitHub. I keep hearing good things about Gitea. I should do a video on it. Do you use a Linux firewall? Not at the present moment. Create the Etsy machine ID file needed by systemd journal D. Have you considered Soylink? I literally can get like fiber to my house in most places. No. If I can't get fiber, I can at least get like fiber to the node. No, I've not considered getting Starlink living in the suburbs. Mary have been appearing on the other stream, not this stream. Mary sometimes appears here, actually. Not as often, but sometimes. And systemd is now set up. It's only taken us like 10 minutes. Wow. Typing is hard, true. Are all your streams this dynamic? Feels like a lot of questions today. The LFS ones, a lot of the time, yes. I don't want to read all of this. That is a lot of stuff. I'm going to scroll through and see if there's anything interesting. You get your knit, yep. Reboot, yep. That makes sense. It comes from systemd. Yeah, I'm not reading all of that. Definitely not. RM-RF. Systemd. 249. Wall of text. Yeah, I should read it. And the boss. How to find out my SBU time. Compile something that takes 1 SBU and then do the maths. Have you ever considered moving to the WOPS? The WOPS? What is the WOPS? So you can get Starlink. I can get Starlink right now. I just don't need to get Starlink. Dbus is a message bus system, a simple way for applications to talk to one another. Dbus supplies both a system daemon for events such as new hardware device added or printer queue changed, and a user login session daemon for the general IPC needs among user applications. Also, the message bus is built on top of a general one-to-one message passing system. Wait, shit, what was I up to? So the general one-to-one passing framework. Oh, I read it wrong. Which can be used by any two applications to communicate directly without going through the message bus daemon. We need more alcohol. Is Starlink even that great, or people just doing free marketing for Elon? I'm sure it's... Look, it surely cannot be worse than the current satellite internet you can get. I don't think you should replace your, like, landline connection, but, like, if you're living in the middle of nowhere, like, you're living in, like, say the nearest town is, like, an hour away, and your only option for internet is satellite. Surely it cannot be worse than the satellite you already had available. Surely not. But it did have overheating problems early on, so maybe it could be, actually. It actually could be much worse. Did you guys know about that, actually? There was early problems with with Starlink, where in regions like India and the hotter regions of Australia, the dish on your roof would actually overheat, and it would just not work. That was good. Buy big Wi-Fi antenna to steal McDonald's Wi-Fi. Now that's a plan. Now that is a plan. Starlink lost 40 satellites due to solar activity lately. Jesus. And I'm in the wrong place. The bus. And now we run it. There were problems where Starlink ruined telescope photos, confusing the scientists. Xmonad versus DWN, which one you use and why? I use neither, but technically DWN because I use Awesome. You can't take Starlink to different places. Currently, it's locked to a specific region. I can get Starlink in Australia, so I don't know what you're talking about. This specifies the location of console kit authorization directory. And these set the location of the PID file in the system bus socket to be in run instead of deprecated/var run. McDownload. Honestly, they should do like a... They should kind of go with it. Rather than McDonald's Wi-Fi, McDownload is such a better name. Or McWi-Fi. Either works. Joe, I think it's the editor that Biscuit used to use a long time ago. Biscuit rings a bell. I'm not sure why, though. Does Australia have telecommunication monopoly like in the US? No, it's worse than the US. Oh, it's so much worse than the US. You think the US is bad? It's so much worse here. Because everything in Australia is owned by the government plus Telstra. And everybody else is subcontractors. You guys like, oh, but it's owned by like AT&T and whatever your other companies are. Sure. But like, it's not all owned by the government. Australia unironically has a monopoly on internet. It's just we have a much stronger subcontracting. So you don't have to be with Telstra. You can be with all of these other businesses that subcontract it, but it's all the same stuff. Do you use satellite TV in Australia? Yes, in regions that, you know, you can't run cables too easily, but like, I don't. I have cables running to my house. I don't watch TV though. I literally don't have a cable plugged into my TV to watch TV. I haven't had one for like 5 years maybe. Brodie, did you ever get those 10 bat I tried to tip you because Brave still said I had 29 in my wallet? I have no idea. Maybe. I don't look at my Brave wallet. Like, I think I've looked at my Brave wallet like a year ago, maybe. I probably got like 100 bat in there, or probably more, like 200 bat or something. I have no idea. I think the last time I looked at bat was the last time the crypto market was at its absolute peak. Dbus cleanup sockets is used to remove leftover sockets in a directory. Dbus daemon, you start the daemon. Dbus launch starts the daemon. Yes, that one. Dbus monitor monitors messages passing through a dbus message bus. Debus run session. Is Brodie a bogan? No. But I'll take the compliment. Sends a message to dbus message bus. Those are the people that I work around. Dbus test tool. And they are unironically based. Is a tool to help packages test dbus. Dbus update activation environment. That is a needlessly long name. Updates environment variables that will be set for dbus session services. Dbus UUID gen. Or UUID gen. Is Brodie Robert's son. Look, there's got to be someone in my history named Robert. That would interest me if it did not require stupid Gemini or Uphold. Yeah, that's fair. Well, it is on the Ethereum network, so theoretically you could just put it anywhere. It's just, to get the bat out of Brave, you need Uphold. which is kind of annoying. I know, I totally understand why you wouldn't like that. The boss. Want to buy some Bitcoin, bro? Yeah, I'll buy it at $5 a Bitcoin. How does that sound to you? I think that's a pretty good deal for the both of us. And DB. That one. We tell people every time is a good time to buy crypto. No, if you wanted a good time to buy crypto, it was back 2 years ago at the start of COVID. That was actually the best time to buy crypto. Like, in recent history, obviously. Obviously, if you, like, bought it, like, at the start, that'd be different. But if you wanted the quickest way to make money, everything made money 2 years ago. There was not a single project, unless they, like, literally rug pulled, that did not make money. It was so easy to make money at the start of COVID if you had money, if you had, like, resources to spare. The DistroTube community is, including me, is mad at DT shutting down, by the way. I did see a lot of people complaining about it. And I noticed I got a bunch of extra new followers, all, like, used to follow me before. Like, I know that, RootBSD just refollowed me. I only mention RootBSD because he has a cool channel. And people tell me that RootBSD is cool. If you're not watching RootBSD, go watch RootBSD. He makes cool videos. If you couldn't tell about BSD. Did you buy Bitcoin before? No, I bought Bitcoin at the bottom. I bought Bitcoin just after it started. After everything crashed. Everything back 2 years ago can make money in tech space. Absolutely. I wish I put money in Amazon. Because holy shit. As Amazon is putting every other business out of business, they are making bank. There we go. So, disable set UID. This disables the man program setting, set UID to user man. Enable cache owner equals bin. This makes the system-wide cache files be owned by user bin. Also, I feel bad for anyone who had money in Facebook recently. But it is kind of funny when someone like Amaranth loses $300,000. And then starts asking for donations. Thank you for the follow. Initial sock? Initial sock. TrueNAS is good and solid. I have no opinion about the other NAS software, though. The only NAS software I know about is TrueNAS, because that's what LGT uses. Why feel bad? Why would anyone say invest in crap book? Not LFS again? It literally says it in the title, so like, I don't know what you're expecting when you clicked on it. Meta is dead, long live Meta. These three parameters are used to set default programs. Lynx is a text-based browser. vgrind. vgrind. Is that like the opposite of grinder? Converts programs sources to graph input, and grep is useful for typesetting. vgrind and grep programs are not normally needed for viewing man pages or manual pages. They are not part of LFS or BLFS. But you should be able to install them yourself after finishing LFS if you wish to do so. Fair enough. I like watching people suffer. Well, you're in the right place. I thought, whatever. Is it TrueNAS? Okay, they've used Unraid and TrueNAS. Okay, I knew I'd seen TrueNAS on their channel. Which video editing software do you use? In future, you will use Adobe Premiere in Windows for video editing only. No, I won't. Right now, I use a combination of Olive and Kden Live. That video I uploaded on Meta, the one where I actually put in editing effort, that was done in Kden Live. Because Olive currently has issues with images, changing image length in a video. I want to use Olive 0.2. I know Alpha was talking about the new version, and how it just added in support for chroma keying. One day, Olive 0.2 will be good. One day. Until then, I'm gonna have to keep Caden alive at least partially in my life. Access DB dumpster. What is database content in human-readable form? Apropos. Searches the what is a database and displays the short description of system commands contained in a given string. What do you think of Blender and Shotcut as video editor? People have told me Blender's better now. When I last tried Blender, Blender was the worst video editor I've ever used. It was so bad. So I literally could not scrub the timeline without using, what are they called? It's when you convert the video down into a smaller form. I can't you convert it down to a smaller form for the sake of scrubbing. Someone's gonna know what it is. But Shotcut I didn't like because back no, it's not downscaling. There's a specific video editing term. Yeah, Shotcut had some keyboard shortcut issues. I think you couldn't like select multiple tracks at the same time or something like that at a time. No, it's not. It is compressing, but it's not like there's an actual term for it. Like there's a term for. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. Transcoding. No, it's not. No one here is a video editor. I see. Okay. I'm gonna remember it as soon as the stream ends. Ever tried DaVinci? No, I haven't. I'm gonna see if I can find the term. Lower resolution for scrubbing. What is the term called? When are you going to make a VTube model? Now that is the true question, isn't it? I cannot find what the term's called. You know, maybe at some point I'll become a VTuber. Maybe it'll happen at some future point, but not at this moment. Thank you. Someone got the term. It's a proxy. Proxy footage. We are so close to having DNS set up. Okay, awesome. Yeah, basically proxy footage is when you compress the footage down to a lower form so you can edit based on the proxy, but then you output based at the full resolution. People stream Linux on DLive. No, I stream Linux on Twitch and YouTube, and I happen to be on DLive as well. Hi, you're the one user who watches me on DLive now. Welcome. I have no idea what the title of the stream is. I think I might have updated it, but I have no confirmation that it has been updated. Any studying video editing, so it should, so that should be it. Oh yes, proxy footage, but the process is called transcoding. Well, yeah, obviously you transcode it into proxy footage, but proxy is the term I was thinking of. Make a Fansly account, bro. And the category is Apex Legends. Well, I guess the category is Apex Legends, sure. Wait, wait. Why did it try to CD into that one? Wait, did I not? Yeah? Did I not? I literally untarred it. Did I not run the command? Okay. Why is it? What? Why was it doing that? Okay, sure. What the fuck is this haircut? It's called a bold cap with a wig on top. Apex doesn't work on Linux. It doesn't, but hey, maybe at some point. Maybe. How do I convince my ISP to allow me to use OpenDNS? What you do is you call up your ISP, and then you cancel your contract, and you go to an ISP that supports it. That's an easier plan than trying to convince them. $5 when someone mentions the haircut, I'd be billionaire. Mate, if someone donates $5 every time mentions the haircut, what are we at, like, 30 bucks today at least, minimum? I've got a toothpick here, by the way, in case you were wondering what I was playing with earlier. Disable kill. This switch disables building the kill command that will be installed by the util Linux package. Oh, why is that in a separate package? Move to Twitch. That's cool. There's 54 people watching me on YouTube. And there's 10 people watching on Twitch. Wow, that's crazy. Unfortunately, they're the only fiber optic provider. Oh, that's an issue. Call them up and say, can I speak to someone who actually understands tech? And ask them about OpenDNS. Do not speak to a general support person. Because general support people have a contract, and when they have a contract, they will have no idea what the hell you just said. Nice haircut. You look human again. I appreciate it, Martin. Yeah, I use a 370? Is that what I use? 570. What year is it? It's a 570, Brodie. 570. We're not in, like, 2016. I use a 570, and I use, a 3600X. And I'm considering 7000 series when it comes out. I am heavily considering 7000 series. It can be shit, right? But by the time 7000 comes out, the gap between my GPU and 7000 series is going to be so massive that even if it's shit, it's going to be worth the price. So, like, right now, I think buying a 5600 XT will be double the performance of my current card. So if I wait till the following... Did I say 5600? I meant 6600. So I'll wait till the following generation, then it should be better. Oh, PQ comes from this. Praying that Intel GPUs are actually affordable, and yeah, I'm very interested in Intel GPUs. I don't know how they're gonna perform. I do know the drivers are gonna be open source because they're just gonna use the Intel drivers. I actually saw people on the Linux subreddit being like, are the Intel GPU drivers gonna be open source? Like, you know there are literally Intel GPU drivers right now. And they've been a thing for a very long time. We don't need to guess this. They're probably gonna keep using the same drivers they're using and just update them with the new cards. Scalp Intel GPU. Will an Intel GPU boost Linux? I don't know if it'll boost Linux, but it'll definitely give us more choice. Because right now, if you want to use open source drivers, you have the option of AMD. NVIDIA's not an option. I refuse to accept that the NVIDIA open source drivers are an option. They could be if NVIDIA wanted to support them, but they don't, so they're not. All NVIDIA needs to do is work with the open source drivers, and they'll be as good as the AMD drivers. There is no technical reason why NVIDIA could not make the open source drivers just as good. The AMD Pro drivers are an exception, and I know you need the Pro drivers for certain use cases. DaVinci, I believe you might need them. So this reports the amount of free and physical and swap memory. pgrep looks up processes based on their name and other attributes. pdoof, is that like a bdoof? Reports the PIDs of the given programs. pkill signals processes based on their name and other attributes. pmap reports the memory map of the given processes. I just need my DNS to be private, that's it. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I got no idea what you're talking about. PS lists the current running processes. pwait waits for a process to finish before executing. pwdx reports the current working directory of a process. slabtop displays detailed kernel slab cache information in real time. Why do most Linux channels suck? Man, I don't know. I run one and I don't have the answer for that one. Probably because a lot of people are really boring. Like, really, really boring. Is Linux from scratch worth doing? I've been on Gentoo for a year. No. Do you want to waste 40 hours of your life? Then yes. Unless, if that's not what you want to do, then don't do it. DistroToot bad. You're really angry about the whole DistroToot thing, aren't you? I fully encourage any of the DistroToot refugees to move over to Linux Rocks. Linux Rocks is unironically the best Mastodon instance I've ever been on. They are a small instance that basically gives no Fs whatsoever. They're like, you can talk to people on Kiwi farms if you want to. That's fine. We don't care. Basically nothing except for like actually illegal shit is blocked. What happened to DistroTube? DT is shutting down his Mastodon instance, and a lot of the DistroToot users are not happy about it. They started a hashtag. Hashtag DistroToot refugees. They were quite angry yesterday and the day before. W shows which user currently logged in and since when. What? W. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. Why does it say Python MP-Dris2? Well, I guess that is one thing I'm running, sure, but like, why does it say that specifically? Huh, that's useful. Apparently ran into system D issues. Yeah, I did hear about that. I think it was some issues like getting it backed up or something. I don't know the exact situation. Runs a given command repeatedly, displaying the first full screen of its output. This allows the user to watch the output change over time. See, we learn things occasionally. I know there's a lot of people who love this command. I have a single user instance to myself. I think most of us effectively have a single user instance, but we just don't have it set up to be a single user instance. Alright, rm-rf proxipus. No, don't make me learn. Mate, you're in the science technology categories. Locana the watch command without PS. Yeah, they're in the same place, apparently. Wait, random question. Wasn't Slackware and TinyCore made with LFS? That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. It's 261 megs and it takes one build unit. Jesus. That's efficient. tar-xf util-linux. Mine says user lib gdm x session -- register -- session -- run -- script i3. Okay. I guess it just picks a random program that's running or something. Whatever the most... Yeah, because that's not... It's not the most demanding application, because that would be OBS right now. I don't know how it picks it. I have no idea. Maybe we should CD into it first before we try to run that. Okay, now we run this. Ayo, what's up, Brodie? Ayo, Soviet Jesus, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. I'm drinking and doing Linux. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Conilol. How you doing? In the future, every assembly function will become move and move only. The dash disable and dash without options prevent warnings about building components that require packages not in LFS or are inconsistent with programs installed by the packages. I might have to pick up Linux soon for my engineering thesis. Well, luckily for you, I have 800 videos where you can go and learn Linux. Good luck with that one. Actually, that makes a lot of sense that Linux actually is being introduced to you. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Enjoy. Enjoy the experience. I'm gonna bother your ass on Discord, lol. Go ahead, man. That's fine by me. Is there anything that you, anything you need to know, I'm happy to answer. Running the test suite as the root user can be harmful to your system. To run it, the configure SCSI debug option for the kernel must be available in the currently running system and must be built as a module of building it into the kernel will prevent booting. For complete coverage, other BLFS packages must be installed. If desired, running this test can be run after rebooting into the completed LFS system and running the bash test. Okay. Harmful. Yeah, man, who cares if it's harmful, man? This is what VMs are for. Screw that shit. We already ruined this system anyway. There is one test that fails. How far are we away from working? Let's see, actually. Okay, I can't answer that question. I can tell you how far we are away from done. Working is another question. So, we are here. We've got 3 chapters left. We've got 3 chapters left. Oh my god. We've got 3 chapters left. And they're all short chapters. Oh my god. I study mechatronics. My thesis or project will be a VR-controlled drone. And I gotta use Linux to write the software on it. Are there any suggestions for what distro they want you to use? Or is it just like... work it out yourself. You're smart enough now. That sounds like something that that your university would do. That sounds a lot like something your university would do, actually, judging by what you've said in the past. Who cares if 90% are males? I think my audience is like... I think it's like 2% female. Would you recommend a Linux user that has used Debian since about 7 years ago to switch to Arch Linux? You know what, do it. I switched to Arch Linux on day 1. I dove in, you know, like, head first into Arch, and somehow we're here now, doing LFS. I don't know how we got here. Socialist Elmo. That's a great name, by the way. It's not over yet. We still have BLFS. More time to suffer. Oh, I'm very happy to do BLFS. See, the thing that has improved LFS for me is alcohol. If I just kept doing LFS without drinking, that would be terrible. I would be bored out of my mind. But getting drunk while doing it is fun. Why didn't I do this from the start? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I'm in the 1%. You're in the 1%? Actually, let's see what my female audience is right now. I'm gonna find out. Omega lol. Please don't. Wait, did you? No, you're on YouTube. Don't just say Omega lol. If you're on Twitch, I would have accepted an emote that got converted. Here we go. Audience. We have... Okay, here we go. So we have 96.2% female. Male, definitely not female. 96.2% male. 2.7% female. 1.2% user specified. And my... female Linux users are so rare. That's true, but there are a few of them. So my age brackets are 3% 13 to 17, 36.7% 18 to 24, 31.9% 25 to 34, 16.5% 35 to 44, 7.5% 45 to 54, 2.5% 55 to 64, and 1.9% repping the over 65s. Man, shout out to the over 65s that watch this channel. You guys are the true champions. I'm in the 1.2% then, the user specified. Yeah, YouTube only recently added that. Up until, I think that wasn't there like 6 months ago. Previously, YouTube only had the male and female categories. But I know that you could specify something else on your account. I have no idea what my age is set in my Google account. I think my age... I think on this account, my age is right. I reinstalled Arch yesterday while being drunk. Somehow managed to not delete my home petition. How many SBUs in a Chrome compilation? We can find out. I would be surprised if Chromium is not in BLFS. BLFS. What now? Thank you for the follow, Brodie. Fangirl, oh whoa. Wasn't there someone last time that was Brodie Fangirl Uwu? Is that a new one? Oh, Chromium's not here. How's Chromium not here? Browser? Text-based browsers. Graphical browsers. Chromium is not here. Epiphany Falcon Firefox 78. Why Firefox 78? Surely that's ESR. Is this not ESR? Please don't run Firefox 78. Oh my god, don't do that. That's dangerous. 28 SBU for Firefox. It is ESR? Okay. Okay, good. It didn't mention ESR anywhere obvious. ESR. Okay. Okay, it is ESR. Okay, good to know. Put ESR here, please. Or somewhere on the screen. Jesus Christ. Don't actually run Firefox 78. That's a good way to get a malware straight away. Stop that boing boing noise. Wait, there's two. Why are two Firefoxes? It's Firefox stable and Firefox ESR. Firefox 95.5 is the current ESR. That's what I run. I presume there's an older version. I love this browser. I love this browser. Please don't complain about the bleep bloop noise, or I will do that more. Why? Okay, I guess that's above 0%. I'll show you something. There are 6.6% of people that use English subtitles. So those might be people who are hard of hearing. But there's more than 0%, but it's still marked as 0% of people who have Vietnamese subtitles on. I want to know what sort of Vietnamese subtitles being generated from my channel. Like, I don't know how bad the Vietnamese subs would be. Because I can't imagine the English subs are good. There's no chance the English subtitles are good with my accent. Broadcaster, are you near Melbourne or Victoria? I am technically near Melbourne or Victoria, yes. By near, I mean in the state next to it. But yes, I'm technically near Melbourne or Victoria. It's no secret, I live in South Australia. But yes, I'm technically near Victoria. Depending on how we define near. I have English subtitles on depending on what came before you on the watch play. That makes sense. What does South Australia have? Ice. Not the water kind of ice. The drug kind of ice. The methamphetamine kind of ice. I didn't know Brodie has a Mastodon account until someone pinged Brodie. Yeah, someone told me I was their favorite VTuber. Have you been to WA? No, I haven't, but my dad came from WA. South Australia has Cooperpedia, it does. It also has... Wait, is Iron Knob in... Iron Knob? Is it in South Australia? I'm pretty sure it's in South Australia. Yeah. It also has Iron Knob. That's an actual town. Like, I'm not joking. I don't think it has a Mastodon command. Like... Oi. Iron Knob. This is a town. Why do I remember you being in Queensland? I probably mentioned that I used to live in Queensland. That's probably why. Yeah. That would be it. Or you just are remembering wrong. One of the two. Could be either. Wasn't Gnome's old web browser called Ice Weasel? I'm guessing it was a Firefox fork if it was Ice Weasel. SA has Brodie Keck. True, it does. That's the only thing it's got. No. It's got the Fairbairn Boys. If you're not watching Fairbairn Films, go watch Fairbairn Films. Great channel. That is the only thing of quality that comes out of this state. Why iron, though? I think it was a mining town. I don't know. Probably a mining town. Debian's built a Firefox. Epiphany is GNOME Web. Yeah, we're aware of what GNOME Web is now. Oh god, that I just moved after having 3 drinks. I didn't realize that. Yep. You know what's nice about not drinking much? You become a lightweight. And you know what's nice about being a lightweight? It's very cheap. It's very cheap to drink. Is it true that art users get no bitches? Well, I am single, so I am a case study in that being true. You know, I'm gonna drink some water first. Sustenance. Gnome uses the Gnome. I actually like Gnome. I'll use that one. How do you define lightweight? Well, these are... Lucky that was not open. These are one standard drink. And I already feel fairly tipsy from them. Man, I can agree on that. I can go drink for hours. Means expensive to go out. When I drink for hours, I'm usually like nursing a... Like, I usually have a drink an hour. Like, that's my pace. And that's enough for me. A drink an hour is good. Let's hope this keyboard is fairly water resistant because I've got a lot of water on it. A lot of drip. A lot of drip on it, yep. Did the terminal hang? No, I think it's just taking a while to do stuff. E2FS progs. I was gonna read that as E2FS pog, but that also works. Well, I didn't get vodka on it, so that's good. I'm happy about that. That will be much worse. Yeah, fouls mean like 3 to 4 pints an hour for me, and it tips you up. No. You know what? We're gonna scroll up. I will check if I missed something. We can't scroll up. There's too much scrolling. Gnome 2 was the only good Gnome. Born AH top. I don't want to cancel it, because if I do, that'll be a problem. Actually, what? Give me 1 second. I have the technology. I can go back in my stream and check what I run. That is the real tech we have here. I can go back through my stream. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's this 5-head decision right here. 5-head strat. Okay. Now, is that... Do you drink Grey Goose? Have I had Grey Goose before? I don't think I have. Let's see. Come on, show me the start. Show me the start. Where are you at? Oh, there's this note here. There is one test that fails in the root environment because it causes the test to hang forever. That will, yeah, you know what? We'll do. Maybe not make that a test, a thing off to the side. Why not have that as the main thing? Okay, we'll fix it now, and now we'll run it. Okay. Now we're good. That looks better. Launch H-top outside of the Chirrut jail. I ain't used to this keyboard. Someone told me about there's a TKL version of the current keyboard I use, and I kind of want to buy one. Cherry Stream. In case you don't know what keyboard I use, I'll show you. Well, this is the TKL version, but... Oh, they changed the keycaps? Oh, no, they didn't. That is definitely a TK... that is definitely a TKL key, but I don't like... Okay, this is the... That's a European layout of some description. Here we go. Ignore the funky layout it's got right now. This is a weird layout. This is QWERTZ. But yeah, this is the 10 keyless version of the keyboard I use. Beautiful keyboard. Absolutely lovely scissor switch keyboard. I highly recommend the Cherry Stream. I've been using it for a long time now, and it's an absolutely fantastic keyboard. DE QWERTZ Pog. Yes. Whatever you just said. Okay, 3rd drink time. A 4th drink? Whatever. 4th drink time. I forgot how many drinks I had. We're at that point of the night. Why am I here? Why don't... That's what we all... Why the numpad hate? Well, I have a numpad right now. Like, there's a numpad right here. Well, it's 3 a.m.? Well, I don't know why you're here then. I don't know. I like my numpad because the reason why I like my numpad is because I have my numpad to do this. I don't know why it lagged there, but my numpad allows me to swap my scenes. Why is it swapping back to that scene every time? What is it doing? Why is it swapping back to my main scene? I'm not clicking that button. Whatever. Sure. But yeah, this is why I like having a numpad. I basically use it as a macro bay. But there are other ways that I could, like, have a macro bay without needing that. Numpad better than a Stream Deck. It does the job effectively. The only problem with the numpad is because there are bindings on the buttons. Like, besides the numbers themselves, it gets in the way sometimes. Like, sometimes if I press, like, 4, 8, 6, or 2, it'll scroll around the screen. And that can be annoying. So I might get some sort of, like, dedicated macro pad at some point. Maybe not a Stream Deck, but, like, some sort of dedicated macro pad where it doesn't have that issue. Oh my god, there's a lot of packages in here. A lot of programs in here. That is too many. That is way... D. No, CD, Brodie. That is too many. Ugh. Get a booba pad? Have I shown you guys what mouse pad I have? I don't think I have. We're gonna use technology. Give me 1 second. I don't actually have a boob mousepad, but I want to show you guys what mousepad I have. It dropped my thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, now if we go and add a camera device, video capture device, I'll call it second webcam. Haha! Technology! Oh, that's lagging. That's very laggy. Oh my god. That looks horrible. There is a lot of delay there. Like, this is what it's like. This is like, if I just put this in front of my, in front of where my camera normally is, this is what it's like recording a Luke stream. Anyway. I've got a... It's a desk mousepad. And there's a lot of trash on my desk. Ignore that. But yeah, it's a desk mousepad. It's a HyperX desk mousepad. This is such a, like, yeah, like, look at how much trash is on my desk, though. Like, look, there's these drinks here. The drinks on the floor down here. Yeah. That's how it is. Wait, if I can just... Wait, if we go and, like... Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. I might keep that around for other streams, actually. It's a good idea to have that. Maybe I will fix it so it's not as jank, but... Shake my head, clean your room. Minimalist room. Wait, is it... Has it started lagging? Now my main camera's lagging. There we go, now it stopped lagging. Brodie, don't dox yourself again and end up deleting this stream archive. Man, I'm just showing my room. What are you talking about? There's nothing here. What can I use to dox myself? Maybe a keyboard cam? That actually would be a good idea. What can I use to dox myself in my own room when there's nothing here? It's just trash. I love Lipton. Oh yeah, I have some Lipton tea here. Yeah. E2 E2FS? No. E2, that one. There we go. CD into E2. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay dokie. Cool. I'm drinking Lipton. Enjoy your Lipton. Keyboard cam to see if you're using S keys in Vim. Or arrow keys. Arrows keys in Vim. I can't read. Brodie, can you show us H-top? Did you compile that? I think I saw top in your PS Proc package. Top should be here. Yeah, top is here. I'm drinking nothing. Well, you gotta change that then, mate. You gotta change that. Why is that the last thing I ran? What? Why is that not in my history? Wait, what? Did I not run this command? What? Stop it. I want to know how you can stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Go to a website called restream.io. And then click sign up. And then do it. Basically, what you do is, instead of streaming to YouTube, I'm streaming to Restream. And then Restream is restreaming it out to my YouTube and my Twitch accounts. We'll run the make command now. So, enable elf schlups. I was curious about something. Have you ever appeared on these shows, programs, other YouTubers, Linux-based or otherwise? Let's see. I've done a stream... Well, I've done... Wait. I was on, I did a collab with Cyan a couple months back. When we were both playing, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I haven't done any, like, Linuxy collabs yet. Last year, I was gonna... No, year before I was gonna do something with Hex. He does, like, an end-of-year, like, game, roundup thing. But I didn't end up doing that just because I hadn't really played anything that came out that year. Make heck. There we go. Linux collab is a little too dry. There are some things that you can do. It's just, yeah, that's true. A lot of a Linux collab would be really dry. That's why I think a podcast is more entertaining. Learn Rust with Cyan. I like Cyan, but I don't think she counts. Look, I'm gonna count Cyan, so you don't have to count Cyan if you don't want to. But look, I'm going to. It's gonna happen. Please, a Luke collab would shatter the Linux universe. I don't think Luke likes me. After I basically called him out for his bullshit book website, where he was asking for something way more expensive than he actually was making it out to be. And then, basically paid someone in exposure. And then didn't really give them exposure anyway, because they just did it for free. Would you collab with Gardner Bryan or Chris Titus? Absolutely. I would love to. I know that, Chris follows me on Twitter. Gardner, I don't believe so. But Nick does. I like Nick. Nick is cool. Nick, Linux Experiment. Also, Umpha. Umpha's someone else I would like to do some stuff with. Umpha also follows me. Just a matter of actually arranging something. That's the problem. Would you collab with my pet rock compiled macOS from scratch? Man, you know what? I would love to. I would love to. Is Nick who got banned for giveaways? Did Nick get banned for giveaways? Is that why his channel got banned that brief period? I didn't follow up on why he actually got banned. I did. Would you collab with me? Do you do anything? /yes, yes. But hey, look, if you do something, I'm not gonna deny anyone who actually makes good content. Luke's exact words were soy dev mentality. Hey, that's fine. He can say whatever he wants. Soy devs are the people who make the world go round. Like, soy dev basically just means a developer with a job. That's, at this stage, that's effectively what it means. I was thinking about the people over at Jupiter Broadcasting. I've heard about Jupiter Broadcasting. I've never seen anything from them. Nick from Linux Experiment is pretty good as well from what I've seen. Chris also does make his own operating system. Yeah, Chris is actually, like, unironically a good developer and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it has something to do with the laws and rules for giveaways. He did not actually do something immoral. I never thought he did. I wasn't sure on the reason why. But it was something legal that slapped him down. It was real bad. Right. No, he wasn't asking money for a collaboration. He was building a site to sell books, and he wanted something basically built from scratch rather than using Shopify and all of that stuff. And yeah, it was a really dumb project that would have cost him thousands of dollars. And someone just built it for free. The Linux from scratch streams all one attempt. At this stage, in February 12th, 2022, yes. Is that going to be the case going forward? I hope so. Yeah, so someone straight up just made the site for free. Which I knew would happen. I called it in, I think I called it in a stream or something. Thank you, Scarlety. I appreciate it. Any percent Linux from scratch. Pretty much. Now we're just waiting for this to finish. Then I want to get up to the point where we have DNS working. So that shouldn't take a ton longer, because we're like a couple of pages away from it. What makes it so hard? I don't know, man. What makes it so hard? We can go and find out, can't we? I went to the gym, did a workout, came back, and you're still compiling, bruh. No, I'm compiling different things now. Mate, we've been doing this for, like, nearly 30 hours. So, like, yes, of course I'm still compiling stuff. When are you gonna fix your PAM config? No. That's your answer. No. Imagine going to gym. ASMR collab with Yume. Honestly, I would love to talk to Yume on the podcast. I've talked a bit to Yume off stream, in DMs. Yume's cool. Sudo do it, exactly. Just woke up at 6 AM here. Congratulations, you woke up. You are now alive for another day. HoloLive collab when, man, that's not gonna happen. If you can set it up, I'll take it. Hey, look. If you've got connections that I don't know about. Just put a readme disclaimer on your dot file saying if it's broken, fix it yourself. I honestly should do that, to be honest. Good to hear. I'd love to see what the laptop looks like. What the hell are you talking about? What laptop is this? I don't understand why you won't be able to do a collab with Luke, because he doesn't like me. Because I've given him shit about his project, and I don't think he likes me. Not going to respond with the Miscellaneous is not in the sudo's file. This incident will reported. Does that mean I'm in your sudo's file? No, that just means I just have all of my security turned off and all of my help turned off. Imagine collab with Guru people would be outraged because I... Actually, wait, did you... Speaking of, VTubers, this happened, like, just before I started streaming. There's, like, this really weird drama with Odysseus, where I guess on one of her streams, it's now sort of thought that she has a boyfriend or something. Like another streamer, another VTuber or something. They said something to one another and now people think that she has a boyfriend. I have no idea if, like, that's a thing and I don't care. But, like, there's this weird, extreme parasocial relationship thing going on in the whole VTuber space. And people think that just because they donate money to someone online, that means that that person is now not allowed to actually have a boyfriend. Classic idol drama. Yeah, no, it is, like, basically... VTubers aren't idols, and I don't know, like, why this is ever a thing that's pushed by, like, any side of that industry. Because, like, sure, you can say, oh, they're idols, like, haha, funny. But, like, they're not, like, it's not, the whole idol culture was dumb anyway. Because it was all based around making these people that just, it's making these people that aren't real, basically. It's the same problem that, like, the whole Korean boy band thing, the K-pop boy band nonsense is. Because, like, the people in these bands are not real people. They are engineered to be in these boy bands. Real life should just be considered some kind of film at this point. Yeah, you know what? It's a good way to look at it. Certainly explains a lot of the crazy shit that happens. So the same thing for VTubers. I think a lot of VTubers are a lot more, a lot of them do start off as very... My camera lagging again? My camera's lagging again. I'll fix that. A lot of VTubers do start off as, like, playing a character, but over time, most of them realize playing a character is a lot harder than just being you. Linux moment. No, just me moment. Apparently, it's better for most people. My system is just jank. Yeah, there's a whole massive group of people that have this weird parasocial attachment to people online. Just like, calm down, man. Like, it is just someone, it is a person on the internet that you happen to donate money to. Like, that's the entire extent of your relationship. Actually, you know what? I can make the stream slightly more tolerable. You know what? We can do this. Here we go. So if we go into here, that one. Is it, wait, what did I call it? That one. There it is. There we go. Put this here. Yeah, we just... That makes the compiling much better. What do you mean? VTuber told me yesterday she was going to visit me. Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely, no doubt. Lex Friedman, a podcaster, I know who Lex Friedman is, said it's weird meeting fans IRL because they have an extremely one-sided relationship with you. Absolutely, that makes total sense. Especially when you're someone like Lex Friedman, where you've been around for a long time and you have a really, really big following. You have, like, I guarantee there are people who know more about what he has said than what he knows about what he has said. Like, when you have a podcast, and you have a popular podcast, like, your fans are going to remember a lot more than anything you've said. That, without a doubt. Shock. And I can absolutely understand that would be weird. Gura died. I killed Gura. Oh, the camera's lagging. Why does it do that? Why is OBS so bad? What are we talking about? I have no idea. Weeb trash while I compile stuff, I guess. And I drink the alcohol. GPU encoding bad? Man, it's just as bad on CPU as well. Dying computer. I hope not. Computers are expensive right now. Very expensive. How much is a GPU? The GPU 6700 XT. $1,250 in Australia. Nope. Let's go something smaller. 6600 XT. $750. Shirtless stream when? There are context. Okay. Twitch, technically there are contexts where it's okay for male shirtless streams. If I was doing a charity shower stream, I could be shirtless. Or if I was doing like a hot tub stream, that's fine as well. But if I was doing like a charity shower stream, I could be shirtless on stream. That would be fine. GPUs are way too overpriced right now. True though. Compile a computer. Why is YouTube thinking I'm no longer at the live end of your stream whenever you fix your camera? Probably because technically it disconnects for a moment. That's probably why. LFS hot tub stream. Brodie, I love your videos, learn from a lot from you, but there's one thing that annoys me to some extent. When you do a video, you use your arms a lot. Okay, I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the stream. So like, this is what we're doing. We're compiling this code right here, and you know, I'm gonna just. You know what? I need some arm workouts. Also, FOSS approved dildo. I don't know if that exists. I know there are some like open source software to like control sex toys. I can't remember the project's called. Someone sent it to me on my Discord though. I want to say it's like open dildo or something. I think it's actually called something like that, or open vibrator or something along the lines. But yes. In live stream, Luke always asks for money. He read and replied to those who send money with super chat. And look, I'm not gonna say don't send me money, but like, if you look, there's literally a that side, that side, yeah, down here. There's like a thing. If you want to donate money to me, you can do that. Like, it's fine. You can do it, or you don't have to do it. I'm gonna chat either way. I do certainly like money because money allows me to pay my rent, but I've got plenty of money to pay my rent, so it's all good. LFS in the sea. That's actually the best part of Brodie. What is the best part of Brodie? Oh, the waving my arms around. Ah, yes. I'm not gonna stop it. So I hope you appreciate it. Well, in Australia, it's so cold. You need to have it's so cold. You need to have a cold tub stream rather than a hot one. I think you mean it's so hot, because otherwise that doesn't make any sense, mate. Compile more RAM. Actually, so did you guys see that LTT did a video about turning your turning a network drive into swap? LFS at your parents' garage. I could do that. I could go visit my parents. They were talking. I was hanging out with them today, and they're like, "Oh, you should come like visit again." Like, hey, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fun. Yeah, maybe I'll make a video there. The tip link in your... Wait, does it still point to Streamlabs? Oh. Does it? Wait, does it actually point to Streamlabs? Wait, give me one sec. I thought I fixed it. Holy shit, it does. Well, it still works. You can still donate to it, and it'll still get to my Patreon. Oh, get to my my PayPal. I thought I'd fixed that. Huh. Yeah, I thought I fixed that ages ago. Do I have a donate? Wait, do I have a donate link for Stream Elements? No, I think I didn't. I didn't add a Stream Elements donate link. That's why I still have the longer one on the stream right now. Why the hell's the camera lagging again? If I use PayPal, I'm gonna dox myself though. Yes, true. I don't think wait. I'll add, okay. For next stream, I'll add in my... Actually, wait. You know what? I'll show you guys now. If you don't want to use those... Oh, I still have the Streamlabs link on my website as well. If you guys don't want to use that, there are crypto links as well. You can send me various forms of crypto if you really want to. Did you already get doxed due to Epic data leak? Yes. That is something that happened. This is true. These are true facts. This is why I will burn Epic to the ground with all of my effort. Okay, we've finished the 4-pack here, so that's all my drinks. I have my real name on PayPal due to work and such. Fair enough. There are like Bitcoin and if there's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Monero, BAT, and LBC. No worries. If Brodie gets doxxed, he changes his name to Robert Brodieson. Well, no, it's not that someone went out of their way to dox me. It's that Epic is the most useless company on the planet. And Epic has no security. That was from the Epic data leak that happened a couple months back, or a year back, whenever it happened. Oh, God. Epic. Epic as in the server provider, not the game company. Different Epic. EPIK, not EPIC. I'm fine with EPIC. Tim Sweeney's a bit of a questionable case, but apart from Tim Sweeney, yeah. This is running for a long ass time. Also not EPYX either. Neither of them are very epic. That's true though. This is taking a long ass time to run. But it doesn't say that it's known to break, so yeah. I'm gonna sleep well tonight, probably. Or I won't. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Check notes for more breaking tests. That's what I'm doing. I mean Luke Smith only because... Oh, wait. I mean Luke Smith is mean because only read and reply to those who send money. You are good. You read... You ready everyone comments for free. You know... Holy shit, the lag's bad now. Send me money. I don't know. I need to shower and such. Take care, everyone. Take me into the shower with you. Why wouldn't anyone willing to find your house have to fight Australian jungle monsters first? More like Australian outback monsters, but yeah, basically the same thing. I guess I'll add in a Stream Elements link, tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that if I remember to. But it's a Sunday, and I usually don't do work on Sunday. My Sundays right now consist of... My camera's lagging. What the hell? It just keeps doing this. My Sundays right now consist of boot FF14, play FF14, maybe watch some anime afterwards. Do you not take Brodie into the shower? You have to compile the shower from source if you do. True, though. What the hell is happening? I don't know if this is... Yeah, I keep restarting because my camera keeps lagging. That's the quickest way to fix it. It's not frozen, though. It's just taking a long-ass time to run. Okay, it is still going. Or you should do a CTF stream. I don't know what that means, but explain what it means, and then I'll decide. Instead of doing my calculus homework due later, I'll just watch this stream. I'm an epic procrastinator. You could do both. It's always an option. Quickest way is just have an ASMR stream, no face. I could do that. I could, Wait, here we go. How? Wait, let me see if can I see it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're in ASMR mode. How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. Capture the flag. What is... Okay, I know what the letters CTF mean. I want to know what CTF means in this context, because that's not very useful if I just have the term, the letters CTF. Brodie, stop the ASMR is turning me on. Well, I'm not gonna stop. Lick my ear, daddy. Wait, what? I'm not licking this. This is I'm not licking the foam. It's not happening. Do you still use the Wacom? Yes, I do. It's still absolutely lovely to use. I do need to replace the pen tip. So yeah, that part I need to do. But apart from that, I still love my Wacom. It's still great, and it's, you know, I recommend it. What are you doing? I've turned this into an ASMR stream apparently. So that's how it is. Just lost monetization right there. Cackles. Cackles. Ha 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 ha. I have a 1950X. It is really nice. Not a gaming CPU, but it can do that task if you want it to. But those lovely PCIe lanes. Why, Brodie? Well, because someone dared me to do it. So, like, you know, I can't back down to peer pressure now, can I? If I back down to peer pressure, that wouldn't make me a good Australian, now would it? Now would it, mate? Can we do ASMR Australian? Yeah, mate, here's an ASMR Australian. How you guys doing? Let's go hunt some kangaroos and drop kick some drop bears, mate. Yeah, that's as much as we're gonna get. Oh, that's always fun to do. I love that my mic can do that very well. There you go. Now we're back. Welcome back to the show. Webcam. There we go. Now we can see the camera. Shrimp on the barbie. Peer pressure for the win. You know what? Peer pressure is how it do be. My subwoofer go brrr. Subwoofer go brrr. Wait. How high can I go up with this without being horrible? There's a titty streamer on Twitch's Linux tag. Wait, is there? Give me 1 second. I need to like break the stream for a second. I need to check this out. So there is. That's true. Wait, is she actually a Linux user though? I need to check this out. Published writer, formerly of Vice Media. I see anime. I don't see any Linux here. I think you just have the Linux tag because, I don't know, nerds like titties or something. Which is fine. I can, you know, I'm that's fair. Brodie computer while compiling. Yes, exactly. I have Pentium 4GB RAM. Man, that's so much RAM. Achievement unlocked super quiet. Man, I don't give no people money. I only just remembered I had a Amazon Prime sub the other day. Let's see. Subwoofer go boom 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 boom. Subwoofer go. Oh shit, app. What does that mean, mate? This is taking a while. It's not frozen, but it's just taking a while as hell to run. And he used a Prime sub on one of the boys. Yeah, next month, it's probably gonna go to either Mofu or Yum. No, Yuma's not on Twitch. Mofu or Cyan. Assuming I wake up early enough to be in a Cyan stream. I'll send it while she's on stream. But it's either Mofu or Cyan. Or maybe I'll send it to Daboom. I don't know. Man, the Genji documentation looks different. Man. You know how it is. Someone should write this down and create a Brodie soundboard. I can create a Brodie soundboard. I made a soundboard software like years back. 2 years back, whenever it was. I just haven't used it. So it's just a matter of putting Brodie sounds on the soundboard. But it'd be a bit weird if I had a soundboard of myself. Yeah, that would be strange. Usually a soundboard, you want to sounds you can't make yourself. Otherwise, what's the point of the soundboard? See, what is there going on in the Linux tag? I want to see if there's anyone I can send you guys to after we're done. Someone that, you know, will appreciate extra audience. There's not really much going on in the Linux tag today now, is there? Oh, no, there is someone. Okay, I do have someone we can send you guys to after we're done. Cool. Okay. Brodie go while the computer goes vroom, vroom, vroom. Yep. God Eater stream. I've never played God Eater, actually. Brodie, you never played CTF, Brodie. You have not explained to me what CTF is in the context of tech. What do we mean? Are you using Restream or streaming to Twitch and YouTube and Twitch directly? I am using Restream because I don't have the network bandwidth, whatever, to handle that. Handle both at the same time. That failed. Okay, good. Make install. Make installe. Cap. I know what CTF stands for. What is CTF in a tech context? It is a hacking challenge. Thank you. Capture the flag in computer security is an exercise which flags are secretly hidden in purposely vulnerable programs or websites. Okay. No, I haven't done that. That is what I was asking for. I have played video games before. I know what CTF stands for. Oh my god. Some of you people. There is a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, MakeFS comes from this. Oh. Okay. No, if you just make me mad, or I can just end the stream whenever. We're getting close to ending the stream anyway. RF E2FS. Cool. Okay. Most programs and libraries are by default compiled with debugging symbols, included with a GCC's -G option. This means that when debugging a program or library that was compiled with debugging information, the debugger can provide not only memory addresses, but also the names of routines and variables. However, the inclusion of these debugging symbols enlarges the program or library significantly. The following is an example of the amount of space these symbols occupy. So, bash binary with debugging symbols 1200 without 480. Wow! glibc and GCC 87 without 16. Jesus! Oh, not all of them, just the XT ones. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Sizes may vary on which components, but when comparing programs with amount of debugging symbols, the difference is usually a factor of 2 to 5. Because most users will never use a debugger in the system, a lot of disk space can be gained by removing these these symbols. The next section shows how to strip all debug symbols from the programs and libraries. So next up, we're going to learn about how to do stripping. Well, we know how to strip. Question, if Linux become mainstream, i.e. with standardization and lockdowns like Windows, for example, what would become of Linux desktops? I don't think you can ever hit a situation, because of the way that Linux is licensed, where that can actually happen. I think that's... Obviously, you can have that happen in distro context, but I don't think it can happen as a widespread thing. So you're always going to have a lot of like distros and a lot of desktops that remain what they already are. This section is optional if the intended user is not a programmer, does not plan to do any debugging on the system software. The system size can be decreased by about 2 gigabytes by removing the debugging symbols from binaries and libraries. This causes no inconvenience other than not being able to debug the software fully anymore. Most people who use commands mentioned above do not experience any difficulties. However, it is easy to make a typo and render the system unusable. Okay. So before running the strip commands, it is a good idea to make a backup of LFS in its current state. The debugging symbols for selected libraries are placed in separate files. This debugging information is needed if running regression tests that use valgrind or GDB later in BLFS. We're not going to strip debugging symbols. We'll just keep them. Note, the strip will overwrite the binary or library file it is processing. This can crash the processes using code or data from the file. If the process running strip itself is affected, the binary or library being stripped can be destroyed and can make the system completely unusable. To avoid it, we'll copy some libraries and strip them here and install them back with install command. Wuss? Well, look, maybe I want to do debugging. Hey. Maybe I want to do some debugging, mate. So, like, I'm going to keep the debugger symbols, because then I can do the debugging. Hi, I am very late. Hi, you are very late. I'm literally getting close to ending. Would you recommend working on LFS in a VM or on hardware on a spare SSD? If you are doing it on a separate install, I think on a spare SSD could be fine. I would always suggest doing a VM when you're not sure about something, though. A large number of files will be reported as having their file format not recognized. These warnings can be safely ignored. They indicate that those files are script instead of binaries. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Okay. So, finally clean up some extra files left around from running tests. Okay. Now log out and re-enter the chroot environment with an updated chroot command. From now on, use this updated chroot command anytime you need to re-enter the chroot environment after exiting. Okay. So, log out and log back in. Okay. Here the that plus H option not used anymore since all the previous versions. Wait, that's not using the right chroot, is it? Or they're not the right bash prompt. Eh? What? Yeah, that wasn't the right bash prompt. Okay, luckily I checked that. Okay, there we go. We're good. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I literally copied the command. How did that not happen? What? I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that was really strange. I copied all of it, though. Like, that's the entire same command. What the fuck is Twitch IRL tag? IRL basically means, like, streaming... streaming in the real world. Going to do events and stuff like that. Can't log out and Chirrut in the same line? Okay, fair enough. Here, the +H option not used anymore since all the previous programs have been replaced. Hashing is therefore not possible. Thoughts on PinePhone Pro? I own one and I love it. It's like 100 times faster and I dailied the OG for 2 years, so I know. I've not used it. Did we spend the last 30 minutes waiting for an incomplete command to compile? No, that was just this command we just ran like 2 seconds ago. Half IRL tag is bathtub. Well, that makes sense. If the virtual file systems have been unmounted either manually or through a reboot, ensure the virtual kernel file systems are mounted. Okay, we haven't done that. Cool. There are also several files installed in the user lib and... user lib exec directories with file name extension.la. These are libtool archives. As already said, they are only useful when linking with static libraries. They are unneeded and potentially harmful when using dynamic shared libraries, especially when using also non-auto tools build systems. Okay, remove. That was not what I copied. I literally pressed Control-C like 7 times there. Is this going to end the LFS? Oh, no. What are you doing? Where is hair? It is in the bin. Control-C is not working. So copy. Thank you. Oh my God. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. The compiler build in chapter 6 and 7 is still partially installed and not needed anymore. Remove it with this. Okay. And now it works fine. Finally remove the temporary test user account at the beginning of the previous chapter. Okay, we can't remove it because it's still being used. By something. I don't know what is being used by. But the user is there, and that's fine. When we if we reboot the system, that account will no longer be used, and then we can delete it then. So that's fine. That's no issue. Bro, just a quick tip. If you know a big chungus command and want to clean it without vi mode and bash, just press Control-C. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate that. Are we up to the next chapter now? Okay. Next chapter we are at. So you know what? I think this is where we're going to basically end it. This section next time is going to take hardly any time. Video on Vim buffers. That could be fun, actually. This section is going to take hardly any time. The next section is going to take hardly any time. So, you know what? Next week, I think we are done with base LFS. I still have to do grub. I know I have to do that. But I think next week we're going to be done with base LFS. It's taken a long-ass time, but it's finally happening. And then we do BLFS after that. And then we take another 20 or 30 hours to do that. Raid the titty streamer for the memes? I kind of want to raid someone who actually makes good content. And there's a game dev here. I kind of want to give the game dev some attention. Let's see. Who do I want to send you guys to? Trying to work for 6 hours. Wait, what is this? Trying to work for 6 hours straight. Maths, physics, 30-minute break, 5-minute, 30-minute work, 5-minute break. You know what? I'll send you to the weird guy who's working on the stream. Why not? Thank you for the follow, Rapscallion Reeves. I appreciate it, but we are literally ending right now. So, like, yes. Who is the titty streamer? Okay, I'll send you guys a link to the titty streamer if you really want one. But here we go. Is that the... Wait, give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that's the right channel. Brock, humor alert. Man, don't hate on the Kumas. Wait, is he here? Wait, did he just stop? Okay, no, he's still here. Good. Let me just grab a link for the YouTube viewers as well. Oh, he's also using Ranger. That's cool. Here we go. And you guys ready? And here we go. Let's see if he has any reaction. Let's see if he has any reaction whatsoever. He has no reaction. He's just working. He does not care at all. Wait, reaction? No. Anything? Nothing? Nope. Nope. Okay, well. Oh, wait. Is that a reaction? Come on, give me some content here. Something. Anything. Anything at all. Say a word. One word. Oh yeah, the audio's probably really loud. Oh my god, give me anything. Okay, there we go. Oh, he's checking out my channel. Hey. Look at him, he's happy. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, he took a screenshot. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. Okay. Okay, I like that. That's sweet. Okay. This guy, I like this guy. I like this guy already. I can't hear him over his music. I can't. He's so happy about it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This guy's really cool. I like him. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's looking at the stream now. Let's just give him a stream inception. Thank you guys for watching. This guy's really cool. I like him.
Thanks.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's looking at the stream now. Let's just give him a stream inception. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So peace out. I'm gonna do, I don't know, probably sleep or something. Thank you guys for watching. As always, yeah. Oh, now he's leaving. Now he's gone. Well, anyway, here's the outro. Well, I'm happy we made someone's day. That's cool. And peace out. With my outro. There we go. Oh, I guess my outro is gonna be on his stream as well. Well, yeah. Sure. Okay, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Peace out. Yes, I'll remember to install Grub. I will do that. What a weird way to end this stream. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Peace out.